The final party member.
He's not even
Our
part of
favorite
it.
guy.
He's not even
Chad
a
was
guy.
just talking about you.
Craig will
Only
be
good
playing
thing.
Aelity today.
That's it. I'm out.
Thank you, Greg, for filling in.
AI are taking our jobs.
Oh,
Keep him out of my hobby.
Call me traditional.
All right. Got everyone here. Got your musicus going. So in our previous session, we got to watch as our party would finally be reconnected with their former professor, Liliana Vess. After which, they would get to introduce her to the crew of the Gilded Leaf, seeing the Spelljammer traveling on further and further from there. Only a handful of hours later, they would reach the downed Dragonfly ship, getting a second reunion of sorts in the day, as Captain Casper and Glenn would be elated to have the party back. And after a little bit of unloading of the repair supplies, our group would bid farewell to the Gilded Leaf, leaving you all behind to conclude the repairs by yourself. From there, the party would fix the Dragonfly, depart from the Omnisphere, and cross the Astral Sea back to the Chronosphere. But during their return trip, we would get to see a number of events take place in this time, including Gale training hard to push her arcane abilities to the next level, as well as being a bit of a soft mediator during some of the group's tense talks they would have over the coming weeks. Marius would pursue his plane calling ability, and even pushing it to contact his closest friend, Crud. Getting to hear from him for the first time in quite some while. We would also get to watch Kellen accidentally almost planeswalk for the first time, as well as finally mastering his Dancing Blade, having another Pokemon to add to his collection. Aelity was doing stuff. Yeah, she was there. She was hanging out. But Brett would have probably one of the hardest jobs, as he would have to be the middleman for some terrifying events that would take place at Strixhaven. Some terrifying events that would take place at Strixhaven, as well as opening up about maybe some of the things he has learned or has been trying to find the right time to tell people about. And also including a conversation where Brett would try his best to convert Elle to being their inside man, though it wouldn't quite prove as successful as he was hoping. But over the extended journey back to Arcavios, our party would get near constant updates about these events taking place on campus. Starting with a fireplace on the Lorehold campus, launching a series of fireballs out into the student commons. The second event being a gargoyle that would beat 3 students to death in the middle of the night on the central campus. Proceeding to the third event, where at the Bow's Inn Tavern, steam methods started conjuring from a massive cauldron in the kitchen, leading to an almost 30-minute effort to confront the creatures, losing many student lives in the fray, unfortunately. And after all these senseless deaths, Brett would also have to hear and pass on the info that Dean Tullis would hold an emergency student body meeting, announcing the creation of a group of students that have been given authority to act on the Dean's will, Dean Tullis being the Dean heading the charge on this group, and she would dub them the Lavender Knights. The final event that Brett would have to hear and pass on would be a group of swamp frogs at the south end of the Witherbloom campus. These frogs would grow to the size of buildings and proceed to rampage across the campus for almost an hour, the bloodshed reaching an all-time high with this event. But just as our party was digesting all of this information and beginning to form a plan, maybe a few plans layered into each other, we would get to watch the Dragonfly ship finally enter the Chronosphere after 165 days since first leaving Arcavios behind. The past 5.5 months have been rough and have left a bit of a profound impact on each of our party members in their own unique ways. Our session today will pick up with that final 14-day stretch back to Arcavios. Now, much like our 2-month journey across the Astral Sea, we're going to treat the return trip here as a little, timey-wimey, where we may get a montage of scenes before finally arriving. But as far as like a loose blocking and timing, you guys have 14 days to Arcavios, 1 stop at First Rock, doing a very quick, maybe 2 to 3 hour resupply before heading right back out. And so with this 2-week trek, there won't be too much I'll focus in on. But if there's anything you all would like to do with this final 14-day journey back to Arcavios, we'll use our little intro time here to sort of dive into some moments. Brett, you will have some updates from Quint, but those will sort of happen throughout the 14 days. So we'll just sort of keep it timey-wimey. Is there anything particular you guys would be trying to get into over this final stretch before you get back to Arcavios?
I do have one little clarification for everything Brett revealed. Because I know Gale tried to poke and prod him, but I don't exactly remember if Brett brought up Quint's actual situation.
I believe he did.
Okay.
When he finally came clean to everyone, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
But he
I just
didn't
wanted
when
to
we
make sure.
tried to ask him, like, credit.
Yeah.
That's right. During the workout morning, you tried to weasel in.
Just wanted to clarify and make sure that was out in the open.
Yes. Because we also discussed that the snarl has been affected.
Correct.
Right. We were like, tell him to stay away from it for now.
Mhm.
Okay.
But by now, Brett believes it doesn't have to do with Quint in that way. With Quint. So he did try to say that to everyone.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Quint did let you know that even when he wasn't there, because he was there most days before, but ever since then, he hasn't been around, but he's been constantly noting these little progressions that it's been having over the past couple of months.
It's already polluted it. Forever unclean.
Oh God, our poor boy.
I think it's time you meet
Boy.
your god personally.
Our poor Snarl. I've already met them person. Tight like that. Don't be jealous.
I saw your gods. They can stay over there. I'll stay over here. It's true though. Out of everyone, Brett's the only one who's witnessed both of your patrons.
Oh yeah.
It is fair.
They're pretty cool.
Mm.
They have pros and cons. Do you want to meet one of them? I could probably make it happen. Just say the word.
Yeah, just like either one of them. Not one in particular. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
They're both fun. Okay. Well, if there's nothing particular,
Can Kellen just do a roll or something to see if he can gain any insight or anything into? Because it seems like all of these events that Brett has described seem to correlate with things that they experienced in the previous year, right?
Yeah. I would say
The only thing that seems weird is the gargoyle attack to us right now for some odd reason. That seems a little fuzzy.
I don't know. It feels familiar for some reason.
It's triggering.
And so, is there a way that we can do an insight roll or something to see if we can remember the pattern?
I would give me an investigation check.
Are you doing this alone? Can anyone assist you with that?
I would. I mean, I would be bringing this up with the group. So
Okay. All of you can make an investigation check if you so choose, if it's like sort of a group activity, and then you can also
Okay.
you can give your role to someone else for advantage, sort of the same deal.
26.
Oh my god.
I
Nice,
guess you don't
Kellen.
need mine.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep. Nothing matters now.
It all matters.
17.
17, 16,
15.
15.
Break the mold, man.
But still good at 15 or higher from everyone.
That's
Impressive.
What about Elodie?
She's there. She's helping. She helped Kellen or something. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk her rolling higher and then me have to RP her getting the info and then handing it off to you guys. It's just cleaner.
Oh,
with
she
you
should.
four.
She
What are you
should
trying
get
to say?
the help action for somebody to reroll.
If someone wants it, they could take it. She's
I-
You got the
I say-
26. What are you fishing
Yeah, I say
for?
Kellen, just because you have the +9, may as well shoot for higher.
Let's see if I can get a.
Take
Shoot
it.
for the stars.
Yeah, give me
For the
one more
stars.
investigation.
Hey,
Oh my
God.
27.
27.
We'll take an improvement. With a 27 investigation, it's probably just as everyone's talking about it. And Kellen, you're maybe digging through past events, past memories, trying to think of connections. The order of these events, they're different. They don't seem to be the exact same order, though as you think of it, you swear almost all these events happened in your first year, all of you.
Mhm.
And as you think back, you're trying to think why. And you start to just probably maybe dig on information you already knew, but just connecting dots you didn't think of. Where you all had a guess that they were trying to convert the snarl into a gnarl for some reason. You guys did some research into what that entails, what that looks like. And it's very vague as far as what books could tell you. But the more chaos and uncertainty and unrest around a snarl can leave it prone to shifting to a gnarl. The events that are happening now, they are an extreme version of what was happening in your first year.
People are dying.
You think
this time?
Yeah, you think that they're ramping up whatever the plan is. The plan was. It's if that in connection with maybe Quint talking about the streaks in the snarl, the events progressively getting worse. There's a correlation there.
Yeah. So this is.
The exact purpose of it, it's hard to tell, but there's a connection.
Would we kind of be surmising at this point that maybe this is what's causing the chaos energy in the snarl to grow and probably not Quint?
I would say with the 27, you can probably rule that out, especially like since Quint did stay away from it for so long. Sort of your thought process is like, if Quint is a part of it, he can't be the one changing the snarl to a gnarl. That part doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but these dangerous events that just keep happening, you think there could be something to that, almost like a jump start to a dead battery sort of thing.
So we need to put our heads together, guys, and like try to figure out, because I can't remember everything that happened, but what are some of the other things that happened that we went through that haven't happened yet here at Strixhaven? Maybe we can kind of warn Quint, and maybe you can get some.
Well, I remember like when we were prepping for the play that like those owl bear cutouts like came to life.
Oh.
And then also, the thing that tried to kill us, that
Like
hatched
everything?
in the swamp,
Yeah, that's right. The swamp.
the mage slayers. Maybe they're making more of those?
But we like got rid of that guy. Trust me, I remember.
Well, but he was just trying to figure out how to enhance them, right? I mean, as far as we know, based off of the evidence, Elle was the one who hatched those eggs.
Right, but like I thought that he like made the eggs. I guess.
Yeah, now Gale's thinking back like, shit, was he the one who made the eggs?
I mean, you're both right. Because Garther did in fact, create the Mage Hunter. It was essentially a dying species called a Mage Ripper. They're very small, tiny, usually in swarms. And he was able to save the species by altering them so heavily and drastically with the aid of chaos magic that he created the Mage Hunters. And you guys stopped him from taking it a step further and using the chaos magic in this ritual, as well as the slod. I can't. There's a word for it, but the slod goo that Marius was impregnated with.
Mhm.
He was trying to manipulate that with chaos magic to put it into these mage hunters to make them even more deadly, which you all thankfully stopped.
Well, I mean, technically we didn't stop him. We just killed him after he succeeded.
Same
Stop.
difference.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there a slot attack on campus too at one point? We had to stop.
There was the Odiug.
Oh, the Odiug.
It was the Odiug that was rampaging after Greta.
Odiug.
Yeah, I remember that.
Has that happened yet?
Nothing quite like that so far. Just to progress time a little bit, we'll say about 3 days into your 2-week journey back to Arcavios. You guys have already made a pit stop at First Rock. All the basic supplies needed for the trip and for however long you decide to stay outside of Brynshire. Captain Gold's coffer is getting a little low, but he's able to cover the costs for now. But Quint would reach out.
Ellen would just give Captain Casper some gold.
Yeah, Gale would also offer up some gold.
However much you guys would offer, Captain Casper will take it. He will take any amount that is donated.
How does 20 gold sound?
Yeah, good enough. Thank you.
Do 100.
Wow. All right, Kellen, thanks.
I mean, you've been really putting up with a lot. Kind of taking us all over the place, so it's really appreciated, Captain.
Yeah, least I could do. Good group of kids. By the way, who's taking over piloting for today? I need to get Shut-Eye and Glenn. She's not really playing ball. Did you want up, Kellen? You got this.
I thought that was like more of a magic people thing.
Yeah, like once it's going, you're good. You just got to do a quick swap to get it started. Yeah, should be a magic user, but once you're in the air, you're basically fine. Now you won't be able to accelerate too much faster, but you'll get it. Here, just sit.
Okay, sure.
Just be real careful, Kellen. It's not like normal flying.
Give me an arcane check real quick, Kellen. As you get put in the seat, probably get like the headband that's essentially worn by the driver. You kind of get it shunted onto you. There's that momentary like out of body where you like are the ship. Your POV is almost like just like default, almost like a third person behind the dragonfly as it carries on. But after 10-15 minutes, you feel very comfortable in the driver's seat. You kind of wish you had spells so you could maybe make this thing go a little faster, but you are very comfortable. And thankfully, you're in wild space. You guys are inside the chronosphere, so not too much turbulence. This is kind of the easy part of the trek.
This isn't so bad.
Yeah, I told you you'd be fine. You're a natural kid. All right, and he heads off to his room.
Do you think it'd be too hard to Maybe I could try and give you a boost magically. Gale holds up her hands, and there's like a little zap, not like her shocking grasp, but just a little bit of electricity going through her fingers.
I don't know. I don't know what I'll do.
We could try.
Hey, but if this goes south, it's your fault.
I don't know if this is a stupid
I don't know
idea.
if this is a stupid idea either. It doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems like everything's going perfectly fine how it is right now.
It's not broken.
Okay,
We should fix it.
I won't do it then. I won't.
And as this third day sort of gets fully underway, Quint would reach out to you, Brett. Like he would most days, though you would hear a little bit of a, maybe like an unnerve. Hey, hope you're having a good day. So far, there hasn't been any more events since the Witherbloom Whomping, and yes, that's what students are already calling it. The Strixhaven Star has been running tribute pages to people that lost their lives. Some people we had some classes with, but no one we were super close with. But still, I've never seen the school like this before, Brett. It's glum. Like the atmosphere, it's just so different.
Well, that makes sense. Even with all those incidents first year, they were able to deny things since no one actually got killed. The group had like a think tank, and we've been thinking that they're trying to they're doing this on purpose, man. Obviously, but that bad mood, that the vibes are gnarling up the snarl. It's got nothing to do with you. I know we were already sure of that, but that's what they're trying to do, and I bet those articles aren't helping.
No, not really. But I did check the snarl yesterday, and the purple section, it's like a whole streak now. Like someone else has to be noticing this too, right? It's crazy how noticeable it is.
That's true. No one really paid attention to the snarl until ever really. Everyone thought I was kind of weird for always hanging out with it, but it's full of good vibes, man. That's why I like to be there. I bet it feels different now.
Yeah, it's just different. It just sucks. How's traveling? You guys are back in the chronosphere? You guys will be touching down soon, right?
Yeah, a little over 10 days or so. Seems to be the timeline. I wish I could be there right now. I wish I could be there yesterday. I wish I could be there 5 months.
That's fair. I get that. I feel the same. But hey, yesterday, the day before, you mentioned something about Marius having some friends that may come to campus.
Oh yeah.
Is that still part of the plan? Should I get ready to leave when you guys get here, or I guess whenever Marius's friends come by?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should grab Marius and he could tell you about his friend, because I don't know his friend.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. You just pass him over the sending stone, and we can catch up.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I haven't really talked to anyone else in the group, anyways. Besides
Yeah.
you, so it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I promise I haven't been keeping you from them or anything. Everyone's just distracted by all the news and stuff, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, here, hold on. I'm walking around. I'm trying to find him.
Yeah, what the opposite kind of person he's going to talk to. I'm trying to figure out how to kill him.
Stop that. Get some help.
It's my help.
I like to think in your search for Marius, if you go to the top deck, you'd just see a chromatic orb just shoot out from the bottom of the ship. Scale's just practicing
It's
spells.
No, he's
Destroy
not there.
milestones.
Yeah, little rocks and stuff flying by. Where would Brett find Marius?
Hmm. I mean, he kind of hangs out on his magic carpet, just floating above the top deck a lot.
How high?
Like 10
The outer
feet. Nothing
limit.
crazy, just
10
enough so it's not like weird. I feel like if you're like a foot off, it's like, what are you doing? It's not like way off.
Hey, Marius.
Oh, hey, Brett. And he'll lower it.
Yes, come join us mortals down here on the deck.
A few once in a while. See where I came from. What's up, Brett? How's good? How's school?
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. He holds up like the sending stone. I'm talking to him right now, and like he wants to know about your friend that's coming and like all the details. And I was like, man, maybe Mary should tell you. So here we are.
Fun. He'll hold out his hand. Yeah, I can talk to him.
All right, love you, babe. I'm handing you over.
Okay, love you. I'm so excited.
I'm talking to you, Marius. Here.
Wow, I wasn't sure for a second. I forget. He'll grab the stone and then he'll like float back up the 10 feet.
Brett like anxiously paces underneath, like, looking up.
He'll look over the edge, maybe go up another 5 feet. Hey Quint, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Marius.
Yeah,
It's so
fine.
good to hear your voice.
Been a while, I get it. Talking to Brett all the time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I know.
what's,
He's pretty great. But
Yeah,
I was
sure.
I was asking him. He's mentioned that your friends may come by and I may be leaving with them. He didn't really say much more. Like, do you know where we'd be going, or where I meet your friends, or who they are?
Sorry, I was interrupted.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, well, I had some friends nearby that would be willing to swing by Strixhaven and then just kind of like be around for when you meet us in the next town. Just as like an extra kind of precaution, safety in numbers, but it should be. Well, it's gonna be Krug and his two cousins, Anka and Melda. They're all great. They're all orcs, so they might come off as a little intimidating, but they're all super chill. Krud is a great musician. I don't know if his music will be for you, but definitely give it a chance. He taught me everything I know. And then I believe Geldon's also going to show up. He's not busy, but he's just kind of at a monastery nearby. So it's a good group. It's a fun group. And yeah, we'll take care of you.
Okay.
Crazy.
Are we trying to meet you guys in the next little town? Like when you get there, or is this like after you touch down? I just need to know for like packing and trying to find a cover story of wherever we're going. I mean, I just take a day trip, right? It'd be fine.
Depends on how long you want to stay. But we should be landing in like 10 days, so hopefully they'll be there in like a little under, maybe around a week or so, 7 days, and then they'll probably want to play at like a little gig at the tavern. Maybe that's where you guys could kind of originally meet, and then just make some plans to leave like in the next day or two after that. So, all right, out of character, how long does it take for him to get to the town we're going? 3 days? 2 days?
It's about like 3 days on foot. If you guys are still going to Brenshire, it's a pretty direct path on foot, about 3 days. It'll take Crud and the boys like, maybe 4 or 5 days to get to Strixhaven from Deerspire. So there, you guys have enough time to like plan it how you want. Basically, you guys, you should have enough like head time to let people know, like, hey, head out this day, meet them around this time, try to get to Brenshire by this time. Like, you guys have a fairly open timetable to play with.
Okay.
But are we taking Quint with us, or is he just popping in for a visit? That's one thing I'm a little confused on.
Quint has no idea.
Brett. Hey, Quint. Well, the way your Marius would explain it is however long he wants. If he's trying to go back to Strixhaven and just pack for a few days, if he wants to stay with us during these times. But yeah, okay. So he'll tell him that in under a week, Crud should be there. He'll probably play for a day or two at like some of the local places, and then he'll head out.
I'm trying to get to Bryn-Shear loosely by the time you guys will get like outside of Bryn-Shear, basically.
Yeah, maybe plan it so like he would show up the day after, so we have a little time to
That's fair.
get our bearings. But yeah, that's how I coordinate it. And then yeah, he'd just be like, it's a 3-day trip there, 3 days back. So I mean, minimum a week's worth of stuff. But if you wanted to hang out with us longer, then of course like pack appropriate.
Okay, cool. I could do that. All right. Well, I'm excited to meet your friends. I'll meet them around Bow's End, or I guess wherever they play, and we'll go from there. We'll make nice, and then off to Bryn-Shear, and off to see you guys, and see Brett, and hang out with Brett, and yeah.
It'll be super great. Like, just, keep your head down, play it cool. Maybe listen to the music once or twice, act like a big fan, strike up some conversation. Maybe one of those like, oh, hey, I'm going to Bryn-Shear as well.
Cool.
Play it all cool.
Yeah. I'm
It'll be
super
fun.
good at that. I got it. I got it.
I get it. I mean, honestly, you've made it this far. So you've handled yourself well. Just a home stretch, right?
Exactly.
We face worse.
And I mean, I know you don't really speak for the group, but I wanted to thank you, and if you want to pass it on to everyone else, for being cool with my situation and what's happening. And I think that is super gracious of all of you. I'm very, very happy that you're there with Brett. I think he needs you all a lot.
Well, I'm sure he'll feel a lot better when you get here, but I will pass on your regards to everyone. But just keep a low profile, stay away from that snarl.
It's not even me. I get it. You're just razzing me. I get it.
This
Anyway,
guy.
You'll be fine. If you need anything, just reach out to Brett. Or, I guess I can kind of reach out. It's a little tricky. I'm still getting used to it, but
Okay, cool. Well, it sounds good. It was good. It was super good talking to you. Love you. I'm sorry. That's muscle memory. I
Yep.
just talk about Brett a lot, so that's my bad.
it's fine. I would have just accepted it, but I don't know how this stone works. So I just drop the stone?
Yeah, you just hand it back to Brett.
Okay.
Thanks, Various. It was super. Even like you drop the stone.
I'm just gonna drop it on the
It was so good.
rug. And then I'm just gonna float for a few minutes longer, so it seems like we're having a much longer conversation.
You can hear Brett just like pacing around underneath
Tap,
you.
Tap, 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 tap.
Every once in a while, let out a really loud laugh.
Give me a performance check or a deception. Oh god.
24.
Oh yeah, you're killing it.
Oh man.
Oh, quit! You're so funny. You're right. Brett does do that.
Can I
And then-
do one little tiny thing?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
There would have been, Gale would have stopped practicing, would have started to walk up, see them standing there, and then had the thought like, oh, I should practice my sneak. And then go invisible and try and sneak up on Brett to tackle him.
What?
Give me a
He's
stealth
very
check
distracted.
with advantage. Stealth check with advantage.
Hunters become the hunted.
Oh my god, I knew it.
What's Brett's passive perception?
You're so heavy-footed.
It's 13.
You
Oh.
probably what you notice is probably like Gale gets up close to you, and then you just feel this sudden breeze of wind from the
Yeah, you
opposite
just think about your
direction.
wind.
And then I go to lunge for you, and you just dodge out of the way, and
Gale, I know what your wind feels like, and it smells like lavender.
just drops the invisibility. I'm gonna get you one day.
Guys, I'm on the stone. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We'll float.
You don't need to gab it up that much. I
Oh.
mean, it's fine. Quent's hilarious.
As I descend, I'm just kidding. Okay, I dropped the stone like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
probably waiting.
He just started talking about you a whole lot, so he's very excited to see you. Can't wait to hang out with you. Remind the fact I
What
said
else
my
did he
friends
say?
help him out. That was pretty much
What else
it.
did he say more? What did he sound like? No, here, just hand me the stone. Here.
Oh, thank God.
Hello,
Didn't sound
babe.
any different. Oh, okay.
Brett probably heads off to go do some flirting.
As soon as he gets the pillow.
Yeah, basically, I think.
I
I
love
guess
it.
I'll go make some tea. And I've taken off a few more bags of tea from my inventory.
Perfect. And that was about our third day into this 14-day journey. A few more days would pass into the 8th day. And Quint's voice would enter your mind, Brett. Hey, so something kind of weird just happened. Okay, so for like the first time, I walked right past some lavender nights. Like I could have touched them, and like being that close, I could sense the chaos magic in them. I couldn't see it. It wasn't like detect magic or anything, but I could feel it. I mean, it wasn't like much, as in like the chaos magic they had, but like when they walked by, it's like freaked me out. I could sense it.
Wow, babe, that's really bad. I mean, you're badass, and that's very cool. But this news is I don't know, the opposite of badass.
I know. They
They're
were
not
just
good.
like, it was like a random third year, like Silver Quill dude, some like dwarf Witherbloom chick. I don't even know who the last person was. They may have been like a halfling. I didn't see their face very good, but I don't know. It freaked me out.
Yeah, well, that's freaky. Damn. Okay. But you said you walked past them before and like not felt that?
Well, like I've seen them before, but I've never been like that close. Like I never thought about it. If I saw them around, I just instinctively would go the opposite direction. But I was walking to class, and they were walking right by me, and I could have touched them. I was that close. And then whoa, it's like the hairs in the back of my neck stood up. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Well, I'll let the others know. It's cool that you can like detect the chaos stuff though. Like it's really hot. that you can do that.
It's kind of freaky. Okay, I mean, I get it. Thank you. I really do get it. I know what you're trying to do, and I love you endlessly for it. Yeah, I'm like kind of scary.
Well, yeah. So we're sure you're not gnarling up the snarl. So like, do you think you could go like check on it and like see how strong it is or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of perfect. I'm actually just about to leave. I'll be in the central campus in like 10 minutes. It'll be fine.
Okay. Well, how about I let the others know?
Good
You
idea.
and I
Good
can
idea.
like chat while you're walking if you want. Like,
I mean, yeah, of course. What else am I going to do? Sit here and walk alone? Ah, man. But you should seriously see the outfit that I picked for today. It looks really good. It's that red shirt I've been telling you about with the blue
I love
trousers.
that red shirt. Yeah.
I know. And so that carries on.
on.
As like we have like a split screen of Quint walking on campus and you walking on the dragonfly ship to go get the crew.
Yeah.
No, I need more Brett and Quint flirting.
Give it to me now, Dungeon Master.
He's like, oh, I know the one. I bet you're wearing those boots too, you know. So yeah, Brett would gather everyone up. He looks a little red in the cheeks. And he can't quite hold conversation with you all. He's just like, come on, just, I got an update. What? Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this way, guys.
Come on, Brett. Come on, just spit it out already, man.
Yes, is something wrong, Brett? You could tell us. I mean, we're all here.
Oh, everyone's here. Quint, hey. Hey, babe. Everyone's here.
Vors probably looks over at Kellen. Is he sick, Kellen? Brett is not acting well.
No, he's embarrassed. I don't know if that's the right word. He was probably flirting with Quint, and yeah.
Young love. And he like kind of sits back in the chair.
Here, Brett, have some tea. And Gail's got her helpful assistant out holding the teapot.
He like absently takes the offered tea and it starts bubbling in the cup in his hand.
Starts boiling.
Did that take 10 minutes or is Quint still walking?
He's probably like at the biblioplex by now. You probably got the update. Okay, walking through the doors, heading through. I mean, I can see it from here. I'm not even in the Hall of the Oracles, and just from the glow, I could. Yeah, I mean, it's. Oh gods, babe, it's bad. It's bad. It's like a whole streak in it. It's ever present now.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let everyone know.
Okay.
Hey guys. Thanks for meeting me here. Oh, that's a little hot. So Quint updated me. He has a cool new ability, and he noticed that the Lavender nights he walked past on campus, like he could sense like chaos magic like from them. Like he could just like feel it, like a chill. Which seems like, not stellar. And so he just walked over to the biblioplex. He's there now, checking on the snarl, and like it's getting gnarled, y'all. Like he says the glow is like, what's the word? Prominent.
Wait, so like any Lavender Knight he's come across, he can sense chaos magic from?
Well, he had been like avoiding them, like, because they're up to no good or whatever, right? And this is the first time he got like that close, and he like sensed it from like all three of them.
So, how do you think Ella's corrupting these other people?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it's just Elle, though, I'm sure she has her part to play in it all, but like, I would think it has to do with like Tellus or whatever, right? Like, this is her group. Unclear, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Is there anything maybe, I don't know, like I don't know if he'd be able to send. Well, he did have detect magic. Is he able to tell? Is it like coming from them or like from items on them?
Oh, okay, good question. Hey, babe.
Hey, yeah.
Gail got like a good question. She's wondering if like, what if you were picking up on like chaos items on the people as opposed to like their magic themselves or whatever? Like, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, like I said, it wasn't very strong. So maybe
Okay.
it could have been items. Should I try to find lavender nights?
I mean, are they not everywhere?
I mean, yeah,
Probably
that's
not.
kind of the easy part. I mean, there were some actually I saw walking into the student store when I entered the biblioplex. I'm sure they're still around.
Okay. Well, you still got detect magic, right, babe?
Yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, I can actually. And he like looks around. Yep, I just got it on. I got okay. Heading back to the front.
Remind him to
Okay.
be subtle.
I'm gonna roll for Quintilius real quick. Oh, where are you, Quintilius? Where are you? Oh, we'll call it an investigation check. He's good at those. Oh, he has detect magic. We'll give him advantage.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dirty
That's my babe.
20. We'll drop a 12. After maybe 6-7 minutes, you would know getting close to that duration of detect magic. Quintilius would get back to you. Whew, okay, that. Whew, a little weird, a little creepy. All right. So it was in their aura. Not a lot. I mean, honestly, it kind of was similar, I guess, to maybe what you and Marius went through. Maybe what you guys said I maybe looked like at first, where it was just like in their aura and like seeding. And there was items on them, but it was like in their shirt. I mean, the best I could tell, it maybe looked like a mask. It was hidden, but I could sense it and the shape of it. It looked like something you put over your face, but they had them hidden, like under their shirt, like on their chest. But it didn't look like
Oh.
a chest piece. Those gave off some chaos magic, maybe more so than their auras itself, honestly.
Hey, Marius. Quinn says that he noticed, he would convey, like, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And those masks, like, didn't we were in the dreamscape watching those, like, that inner ring or whatever. Didn't they all wear masks? Or am I misremembering that?
I
Everything
feel
was
like they were
purple.
wearing. Yeah, I feel like they were wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the figures had masks, and they were being like really clandestine about the whole thing.
Man. Okay. Brett would remind Quinn of that. I don't think he was ever keeping any of that secret when that stuff was going on. So
Yeah, you're right. It has to be that. I mean, I get a good look at these on obviously, but like that would make a lot of sense. Maybe that's part of it.
So if there's like an inner circle, I guess they're like the outer circle, right?
Oh, that makes sense. The inner circle and then like the outer circles. I mean,
Yeah.
you said there were handlers and other stuff, so maybe that's what the Lavender Knights are. They're the foot
Okay.
soldiers.
Yeah.
The handled.
hmm Okay. Well, since we're all here, like talking and whatever, like besides where we're gonna land and when and whatnot, like what are we gonna do? Like, how are we supposed to fix this? He's talking to like everybody, including
Yeah.
Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my first thought is maybe try and get rid of these masks. Maybe dispel them.
Okay. Quinn
Well,
says to spell masks.
I don't know how much that's gonna do now, though. I mean, it seems like the snarl's pretty gnarled up.
Okay, I've got.
Liliana, give a bit of a nod with you.
Well, listen, what we did first year is we healed the almost gnarl, right? Like that's what Marius and I did.
We also healed that spring first.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Kind of. So I don't know, maybe there's another event like that. I don't know. We gotta figure out how to get to that snarl again.
I mean,
I
that's
guess
the
we-
other tough part. Is how are we gonna get back on campus? Like,
I don't know. That's a really tricky one because there's like a magical barrier around it too.
Liliana would look, and this is maybe where I can have a little bit of help. I don't think getting onto campus would be too terribly difficult. The magical barrier you all are referring to is not really in a dormant state, but it is not active. The barrier consists of the actual parameters of the school, where they can enact these shields and these barriers to keep the school safe in times of emergency. Getting back on campus wouldn't quite be the hard part. Even traversing the campus wouldn't be out of the question. It would be dangerous, but
And if we trip the alarm bells, we could be stuck.
it could be.
Hmm.
But I think you all have proven you have a very diverse skill set. As I mentioned all those weeks ago, I think you all may be capable of just about anything.
So it seems to me like our two plans should be maybe trying to dispel some of these masks. But I feel like more importantly, maybe we should do a sweep of the perimeter of the school. Maybe see if there's another one of those gross springs. I'm not sure what to call it.
Yes, I mean that is a very fair point. I too, when referring over your first-hand accounts and what I was able to ascertain from the journal, wasn't much info on it. If I had to guess, I'd imagine that maybe Elle wasn't quite a part of whatever that exactly was. But tis just a guess. But I would be curious if there was something like that, or if they plan on enacting something quite like that. I'm not sure what its role is.
It does kind of feel to me like someone else did all of the prep work and Elle was just there to maintain everything.
I mean, she's just a cog in the machine, man. Like, you can't credit her for everything.
That's fair. She is the first cog that we found to point us to the machine, which is fair. Her significance may not be vast to them, but it is still to us. You may be right, Gil. We're unsure what exactly these masks may be as well, but if they do pose a threat, you all have demonstrated you can dispel what I would assume to be much more powerful items. The collar alone that Aelity was able to annul was a very powerful item. If the masks are on par or even lesser, I suppose that could be a valuable route once we know what they're for, how they operate.
It'll be tricky though if they're hiding them on them. I mean, I need to see it, right? That's also like me as a player. Like, I need to see the item, correct? Or
I think so. You'd have to double check dispel.
choose
It may be on a
I'll
target.
just post it. It's not necessarily saying that I need to see it, but I'm sure if like maybe I could like detect magic, and then as long as I know like where it is on the person, maybe I could pinpoint it.
I mean,
But how many Lavender Nights are there? Aren't there like
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot.
100?
yes, there is a good bit. I can go check my notes.
Yeah, dispelling all of those. That's like, I don't think that's the route, but like I think we can like slow some progression down if we take a couple masks out.
So not to be the
Well, like the bigger thing.
not to be
Go ahead.
like downer here or anything, but like giant evil organization that has infiltrated and made their way all the way up through the higher ranks of this school, that we are fugitives of. So even if we do get back on campus, the likelihood of us being able to do anything very, very slim. I thought that we were gonna try to get Quint and get out, guys. I didn't know we were trying to plan a suicide mission.
We're not planning a suicide mission, but like, how can we just leave all those people there, all those students, like our friends and stuff? And I told you guys, right, about like what Elle said in those conversations about bringing back her mom's friend and how this is like the beginning of taking over or whatever. Like they even if we leave, this problem isn't gonna stay here. I mean, don't you remember what Fern said from the Guild of the Leaf? How she and her people have been seeing like chaos stuff in other places.
I just wanted to throw it out there. I mean, I will follow you guys wherever, but I just wanted to put my concern out there.
I think it is a valid concern, Kellen. And honestly, we still have so many days before we arrive. I think our current plan is still intact as far as Marius's friends arriving at Strixhaven, helping extract Quintilius, getting him back to us. I think that is still the current agenda, but we're still so unsure. We have so much information, but yet we don't know how it connects. The actual tissue of it is what is distressing, I think, at least for me.
I'm a little thrown on how to handle this because I can't tell what Brett knows versus what I think I know as a player.
Sure.
Like, how clear was it from his conversation with Elle about bringing back her friend about who they want to bring back? Because I feel like it was pretty obvious that it's the leader.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she name dropped once Extus is back.
Yeah, okay. So Brett would remind everyone of that conversation. If we leave, then like we're just letting that happen. Like, we have to do something. We're Team Snarl. We can't let Team Snarl become Team Now It's a Gnarl and we just abandoned it. It's not even catchy.
I mean, yeah, like I've kind of, I feel like I've kind of thrown a lot of my life away for this. I'm not backing down now.
Aelity would sort of chime in. I'm with you, Gale. I've sacrificed a lot. And I don't really plan on leaving just yet. At least not until we see this through. I hope it's not to our deaths, but if I'm being honest, I thought our deaths were going to be when we tried to free Professor over here. So we beat that, so, you know, that seemed like an insurmountable challenge, but we did it.
And it went perfectly.
Exactly. I mean, we're kind of good at this shit.
I mean, I already almost died once. What's another time, right? That was a nerd stare.
Brett claps a reassuring hand on your shoulders, like, it's not so scary after the first time.
I guess you're right. Long sip of tea.
So, like, we've got to elevate the vibes, and stop the bad shit from happening, and then the snarl will start to like be its cool, good vibey self again. And then we don't have to worry about this guy.
All right. Well, I guess the real question is, do we still wish to get Quint off of the campus? Or do we want to leave him there and have him connect with Marius's allies? Where we have friends? I'm not sure if this is a better alternative, but if we are wishing to do something, I don't know if having Quint leave right away is the best idea. He is our only real means of having information on what's happening then.
I kind of agree with that. I think Quint needs to stay, but it would be good for him to have a little trip away from campus. Still, maybe we could get a better read on his aura.
Marius, what do you think? Should we shift the timeline? Perhaps should we touch down in Bryn-Shear before we try to extract Quintilius?
I mean, I think we should definitely land before he leaves. That way we could kind of hopefully follow him for a bit before we actually bring him in. Just make sure he's not followed or anything. Can't be too
Well,
careful.
if he's followed, maybe we can like dispel the people who followed him and like see what that does, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we
Right.
would want to kind of catch them, and if nobody does, then I think it would do him good to be not living a double life for a bit. And then when he's out of danger, let him decide if he wants to go back to it. Ultimately, it'll be up to him.
I mean, like Brett, I imagine like how this is working with the Sending Stone is that Brett is like consciously repeating everything everyone says like in his head to Quint, like, which is probably a little confusing because he's not clarifying like, and now Gale says blah, and now so and so says blah, so it's just like a blurred line of copied conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he talks, he's also like transmitting it through the stone. Is what I've been imagining. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for like Quint or whatever, and he's right here. So if we have any questions for him, you can just say them. But like, he does have like his cool new like chaos sense, and that's like really useful. I mean, obviously, I want him out of danger, but if he leaves, won't that be like sus or whatever?
Well, that's why he's supposed to be laying the groundwork for a trip. So it's not as sus for him to leave. Not coming back would be strange. But also, I mean, they can sense his chaos. Does it go both ways? Is he more of a target now? Because someone could feel how in tune he is? It's just things to think about. Could go both ways. I mean, for all we know, he was easily as sensed, and if these guard are loyal, they might pass it on. It's just things he should be conscious of.
Well, like as a reminder, like Elle did say that like the orc know about Quint and whatever.
Yeah, they definitely know about Quint, but I'm not entirely sure this works in reverse with the Lavender Knights. I mean, Quint is, I hate to say this, a bit further into the chaos than they are, so he's a bit more attuned with it.
My point
I mean,
being
you guys weren't really able to just sense chaos when you guys were in that kind of state, right? Looking back and forth between Brett and Marius.
No, but if people are keeping an eye out on him and now he's showing stronger signs, at some point they're going to, I assume, want to bring him into the fold.
Yeah.
And
I do
mean,
think it's a safe thing to be cautious of that Quent could be followed on his trip. So we need to be extra careful.
what are your thoughts, Quint?
Yeah. Well, I don't love postponing leaving to come see you, but it's only for like a couple days, right? One of you said it. I don't know who said it. But if once you guys touch down, and then me and Crud and Marius's friends, we leave, and then you guys you could essentially keep an eye on us, and if we are being followed, that's 5 and 4, 5, it's like that's a 10 on however many people follow me, so it does kind of make me feel, I guess, a little bit better about initially leaving.
Like maybe we can get like info out of those people. Like, because
If
I
we
was
can.
thinking the only reason we managed to like stop anything first year is because Marius and I like were accidentally, like peeping in on their combos. So like, what if you could just like, he's looking at Marius. What if you could just like planes listen in on their talks now? Like maybe we could find out like what's up.
I guess I could try. I
Or
never thought about that.
Or even like how you guys connected it. Maybe Quint could tap into that meeting circle as well. Has that happened, Quint? Just staring at Brett.
After like hearing Brett like say those words, I haven't tried it, but wait, I mean, if Marius is a planescaller, that would make sense why he would have seen it. And like as he's like saying that to you, Liliana, like to all of you. Actually, now that you're all mentioning it, it does seem curious that you all were able to watch in on their meeting and learning that Marius is a planecaller. I mean, that does make sense on how he would have been able to view it. Though you had a connection to chaos magic. And Brett probably said a lot of that in very similar words to you, so you kind of hear like a dual convo happening to you, Brett, for a little minute.
Yeah. He's like, sounds like you guys are in agreement. Quint's thinking the same thing. Lil's thinking the same thing as you. Oh god, it's getting confusing.
Very intuitive lad. That would make a lot of sense. How comfortable are you with your planes calling practice that you've done so far, Marius?
I mean, pretty good. I've called Crud quite a few times. I accidentally called a planet or two, but they're really not all that talky. Very short to the point. Yeah. I think one was just the moon. Just kept repeating, I'm a moon.
Wow, that's very interesting.
They're not all winners.
Well, perhaps when we do touch down back to Arcavius, we could try a similar session. Whether you do speak with the plane or whether you are able to listen in on a meeting, it could be beneficial.
Should I practice now?
We have some days still.
Or
It's up to you. Whatever you feel would make you more comfortable during the process. I would imagine we would have to do an empowering circle in order to give you that bit of amplification, but whatever you think is best. Plane calling isn't my forte, unfortunately, but I have met one or two in my time. Skilled, though a very taxing ritual, it would seem.
yeah, normally I have to sleep, but after I max that out, yeah.
Well, that's why you've been sleeping.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like I'd
Well,
have no
like-
time for things anymore.
Do you think it'd be easier if we like try it like with Quint? So like if he's gonna come out and visit anyway, like maybe he can be your connection to like the chaos and whatever's, and even if no one follows him, then like he can still be your like
That conduit.
chaos. guide. Yeah.
Yeah. It can work. Maybe I'll just practice trying to reach out to different planes in the meantime, and hopefully
Oh,
the circle, it'll be easy to focus in. Try that.
it is a very hard task to converse with a plane without being in contact with it.
Oh.
It is could be taxing. Again, I'm much like planeswalkers, plane callers. Their abilities vary between each of them. The handful I did know, communicating to planes that they're not in contact with is rough. You are essentially throwing your consciousness out into the void for hopefully the correct recipient.
So
how do I get
would it
in contact with that plane?
would it work kind of like with plane shifting? How like having something from that plane to focus on would help? So I guess having somebody imbued with chaos would help?
A likely guess. I think that is a very good observation. From what I've been able to ascertain, your last times you were in communications or overheard their communications, you were at Strixhaven. Assuming that this meeting place was in the dormant Chaos Weave, it would make sense that would be the Chaos Weave that would be attached to the actual plane itself. Okay.
So maybe we can have you try and listen in when we get Quint here. Use him as a focus. A little giggle.
And you said I have to be in contact with the plane. Like I have to be on the plane to talk to the plane?
In most cases, it's sort of the shortest path, yes. If you are there sort of in contact with its surface, so to speak, it makes the process less jarring for your consciousness, I suppose, for lack of a better word, your magical essence.
Do you know how I can get in contact with the dreamscape? Or would I have to physically go there? Because in the other one, it was we were dreaming. So,
Ah, perhaps that is the key. If you were sleeping previously, maybe that is the same way to access it. You can do an empowering circle while you sleep. I'm not sure how that goes with plane calling in your dreams, but it sounds like an interesting endeavor that I look forward to seeing the outcome to. I could say that.
So like Quint should be asleep too.
Optimally, I would assume, if both of you were sleeping during the last occurrences, I think that would make the most sense.
Quint, you're gonna have to sleep with Marius, but I promise I won't get jealous.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you could sleep with us too. Like, all three of us can just, like, that'd probably make me feel better. I don't want to, like, have you around and go to sleep without you being asleep with me. That just feels weird. But, like,
No, I'll be watching over you. I can hold your hand.
I mean, okay, I guess. I mean, fine. Yeah.
We're just gonna watch you guys sleep.
Yeah, nothing weird. We're just gonna watch you guys sleep.
yay!
And Liliana sort of looking at all of you. All right. So our augmented plan sounds like we will touch down outside of Brynshire. From there, once we are secured, have our bearings, as you said, Marius, then we will initiate Crud and Quintilius and the others to vacate the campus, in which time we will keep a diligent eye on them, deal with any followers or strange occurrences, and once we have Quintilius in our grasp, we will attempt a very unique plane calling ritual.
Well then. I think we're out of tea. Does anyone want more, or?
Please, yes, I was just about to ask. It is delicious.
She's like waves the assistant to like go get some more water.
And from there, again, that was about the 8th day of travel. Days passing on, you all training, some of you taking turns piloting. On the 13th day, only about 1 day away from arriving back at Arcavios, Quint would reach out, much like he does most mornings. Brett, you would hear him call. Hey, good morning, babe. Hope you got some good sleep. I'm sure you're probably already training and all, but I just got my copy of the Strixhaven Star this morning, and the front page is kind of freaking me out. Please tell me you're not busy.
No, I'm doing like my 200th push-up, warming up. What's up?
God, I can't wait to see that in person. Anyway, the front page, it says, next Monday morning, the 13th, the entire student body is encouraged to attend the Grand Unification Ceremony. Come enjoy a feast of free foods and share in camaraderie with your fellow students. Hosted by Dean Tullis and the Lavender Knights, and including prepared speeches and tributes by professors and student survivors. The ceremony and feast will take place in the Hall of Oracles. And join us as we will right the wrongs of the past and join in correcting the course of Strixhaven.
Spidey sense
Okay.
tingling.
As soon as you said unification ceremony, my mind's just like, no.
Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Babe, the Hall of Oracles, that's where the Snarl is.
Yeah. And there's not normally that many people who even bother to go to the Biblioplex. To have everyone there with like all their bad vibes together. Oh. Okay, so wait. So next Monday, how many days is that from when we land?
Sort of doing some quick math. After you guys touch down in Brynshire, that's 6 days until the actual unification ceremony, which is due to take place the morning of that 6th day after you guys get back.
6 days.
Yeah, basically 1 day of travel, and then 6 days till this event.
Oh man. Yeah, babe, you're right. That can't be good. You're so smart. It's like trying to find the silver lining.
Sweet, Brett.
Okay. Maybe it's a good thing. You know, like maybe we can use that somehow.
I don't know how you use that. Dean Tullis will be there, and the Lavender Knights will be there, and the whole student body. Oh God.
Okay, we'll get everyone's brains together on this. We'll have another meeting. I think I'll wait till after breakfast, just like to make sure everyone's got like their energy up.
Yeah, I get that. I wish I would have had breakfast before getting my paper. I'm gonna do
Babe.
that right now. It's okay.
Yes,
Gonna
eat.
avocado toast.
I love how you make it. You always add like just the right amount.
I mean, honestly,
Okay.
okay, yeah, you're fine. You're good. You tell them. I gotta. Okay.
Okay, I'll think of you.
Hey, love you.
Love you, bye.
We get a scene of Quint just like in his dorm room, just like, what in the hell's is happening?
Oh God.
He's gonna be so easy to kill.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
He's eating
You're
all carbs
making
for
the
breakfast.
character.
He's never gonna fight you.
They're a
I don't think we
healthy-
should have left school, guys.
We can still go back. We can't like magically disguise ourselves because of detect magic, but I think if we all just get like a glow down, just like a little more busted, we could probably walk right in.
You wear your Rakdos gear.
Aelody could also sneak in, you know, being
Yeah.
a shapeshifter.
Ooh, yeah, she changeling makes herself look like Mary's.
Yeah.
I told you no.
Sorry. Shifts to like random, non-discreet or non-discerning like schools, like student.
Kmart brand Marius.
Great value, Marius.
Let it slide phone.
Or wait, what's
now.
Kmart's brand? I don't know. Whatever.
Mm.
They're gone
They're out of business,
forever.
aren't they?
Gone forever, but
Think
not
so. I
forgotten.
think they're gone.
Oh.
They live in infamy.
As we get to see Brett maybe collect all the crew together once more. Yeah, it's probably been like 5 days since the last like powwow. Passing off the info to you guys. What's our thoughts?
That
What are
definitely
we
sounds
thinking?
like they're gonna murder a bunch of people in that area.
Or we could murder a bunch of people in that area.
I don't know if it's necessarily murder, but something bad
mean,
is going
along
to
the-
happen. They're probably going to try
for
and
sure.
gnarl out the snarl.
Yeah, they
But
just need
like, I
chaos,
mean,
so-
everything that they've been doing has been murdering more and more people anyway. So I just assumed, right? Like, because they've been pretty hell bent on the murder thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, it started with Quint, and then it's just kind of slowly progressed from there.
How many days after we land does that happen, or are we not going to make it in time?
No, you
6
guys have
days.
plenty of time. 6 days.
Okay.
6 days. I mean, you could get to Bryn Shear and walk to Strixhaven in those 6 days, basically, if you needed to.
Oh god.
What if we like we gotta fix the vibes, right? Like, cause that's what they need to gnarl everything out. So like, what if we throw a party, like a real one, not a fake one?
I don't know how much that's gonna raise the vibes and how quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it could serve as a good distraction, maybe for something else we do, but like things are pretty far gone at this point. We need some serious action.
Mm. Well, Tolos is the one like behind everything, like on campus. Like, what if we could like, you know, show everyone like what they're really like? That they're like, you know, a baddie and like not in the good
I
way.
would be
like,
super
behind
down
everything.
with that idea, except how do we do that?
Yeah, and even if we figure that out, do you think we're going to be able to manage that in 3 days? I mean, like, once we land, we only have like less than a week, and it's still going to take like 3 days to get there. So, I mean, I don't think we should fly the ship in. That's a little too obvious. I think maybe our best course of action is to figure out what exactly this unification circle process entails, and we need to sabotage it.
Right, like with a party.
How do you sabotage a party with a party?
You
Plan
want
it
up
on
just-
the
it?
same day.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
but
what
only
if we
invite the cool
hosted
kids.
our Mage Tower match? You know, the one that never got to happen last year.
You just
Hmm.
crash the party.
The only thing I can surmise is this feels like a grand act of some kind. They are going to do something there. They're encouraging all of the student body to attend. I don't know. I'm not sure how we gain more information on this, quite honestly.
I mean, you said it was easy to get onto campus.
Yes, should be fairly straightforward. I mean, there are a couple of simple entries. We could go through the Quandrix sort of coastline, much like we exited from. We could exit, or we could enter far from the swamps and the bogs. It would be a bit of a trek on foot, but you all are fairly familiar with the area once we get to campus proper. I'm sure we could go in through Lorehold, the small mountain range that's sort of tucked along the campus. Could probably find a way through.
You know, what if maybe like a day or two before, if the timeline works, we could just sneak in and just scope out the building? See if they have anything prepared. It doesn't
Would
have to be
it-
all of us. We could do a little divide and conquer for a night.
Would it help
Yeah.
to maybe get a faculty member in on this? I mean, one that we can trust,
Layers of
obviously, like
Gale.
possibly Veldenmeyer?
Not a terrible thought. I mean, he is vaguely aware of our suspicions. It's worth a shot. We could try your plane calling ability, or if anyone else has any means of contacting him. He was fairly understanding and trustworthy.
I do not.
I could try to planes call him.
I have sending.
Oh,
That's right.
that may be
Did you
less
meet
taxing.
Veldenmeyer?
I don't remember him.
So I know me and Marius for sure have talked with him.
Mhm.
Heal me with my warlocks. I was confused, young lad.
I mean, if you need a refresher, Brett, go. We'll just minor illusion the little image of Veldenmeyer.
Fair enough.
I was like, I for a second was like, wait, I do have that, right? I do. I have minor illusion.
I mean, Marius had to go out of his way to meet Veldemeyer, right? So it's not like I would have met him during any
it's back.
classes or anything.
I was trying to hide my past.
But with Gale's help and that minor illusion, you get a perfect picture of what his face looks like. I mean, you've heard of him for quite some time.
And that's all I need.
I think for sending, yeah, like you're
Perfect.
familiar with them.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, we could recruit as many people to our cause as possible in the few days we have left. I don't know what we'd even be asking them to do, though, right? Like, nothing with a party.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Veldenmeyer's at least has a bit more, maybe not access to the inner circle, but the different perspective from a teacher's side of what's going on. Might have some different kind of info than Quint can give us.
I mean, we could try to get people to, like, not go. is a thing.
What if we encourage some people we know to actually throw a party that night? Would at least give our friends an excuse to not be there.
Yeah.
A little far-fetched, but I mean, it's something.
I mean, it could potentially help having fewer students at this ceremony.
Just that way, just not showing up isn't as suspicious. Because it kind of just sounds like a boring school event, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, Brett knows lots of people, so I feel like he has multiple, like, wide friend circles that he could reach through, like, a handful of people, you know? So, like, all his
Don't
mage
believe you're
tower
a
friends.
fugitive. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, I mean, we'll just be contacting them when we're sending, I don't know.
And just be like, hey, throw a party on this day.
Hey, I know
Hey,
we
man.
haven't.
I'm not dead in my memory.
No, we haven't spoken since I, left school in a weird way and have been declared a fugitive. But you should throw a party on this day.
Listen, it's still me, cool guy Brett. Running every morning. I'm doing that still.
Hey, man, you will go on a run.
Are you keeping like Quint in the loop like last time? Just like sending him these messages back? Or are you
Yeah,
just
I think
keeping
so.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably after like mentioning the party and trying to keep people safe, Quint would probably chime into your head. Okay. I mean, I could help. By the way, I could help. Hearing all of this, it definitely made me think about the study group that I have, and at least maybe doing something with them that morning, and at least dissuading them not to go. And maybe, yeah, we could invite more people. I don't know what we would do, but I'd be at least not letting our friends
trying
go
to
as a
create some
start.
kind of diversion would be
Yeah,
better,
well,
right? To get people to not go instead of just the party, but
yeah.
like some kind of like, I don't know, maybe get a group of Quint can get a group of people together and they can like set something on fire on the fucking campus or something.
Why was
Well,
that
we're
my
just-
thought too? Commit arson.
My concern is like we're trying to stop bad vibes though, right? So like if we do something super bad vibey, then like we're still helping.
They could organize
what
a
if-
food drive and fight it.
What if like Marius's friends like throw a concert or a party or
It's just
whatever,
if
like their
the
own
Dean
thing?
of Lorehold is telling you, "Hey, I want you to be here," and I hear about a party that's going on, I don't know. Just trying to figure out what could help the most people, and a party doesn't seem like that's going to divert as much, but that's just me.
Well, we could do like all kinds of things. Like, what if everyone from the study group planned a thing and invited like as many people as they could, and like everyone went all over? So it was like there's so much going on that they can't even like stop every single thing.
I'm gonna chime in, babe. The study group. I mean, I still don't know anything. I mean, Mina kind of knows because she threatened to kick my ass, and I had to let her know it's cool. No, I get it. I don't believe what they're saying. So she knows like something's up, but no one else knows anything about any of this. I didn't want to tell them. I was worried to let the secret out. But I did check them off for chaos magic. That's still a thing I do sometimes, and I don't get weird feelings around them. And they're like the people I'm the closest with, like proximity wise, most days.
Okay, that's good. Brett would pass that along to the group. So like, yeah, I guess telling them could be an option, but also like, is it really that hard to like persuade people not to go to the depressing memorial thing hosted by the school?
I don't know. I was just saying I don't know if I can convince all of them to run their own separate event that morning. That would be a weird ask.
Brett's like, I think he's confused because he's like, oh, it'd just be so easy. Like, you just talk to them.
You just go, hey, plan an event, and people do the thing. That's how it
people
works for
Do what
me.
you ask.
You each have a week. Plan an event, please.
Well, what if? I mean, yeah. What if we did plan a big distraction, right? Like, Kellen, what if we did our Mage Tower match? I'm telling you, man, we could have them spread word around campus that there's gonna be a Mage Tower match, but they don't know like who the special like guest is, and then we like show up and everyone will be like, whoa, that's fucking crazy, and then like everyone will be like, oh, I gotta see this, and they'll all like come over to the stadium and whatever, and then like no one would even want to go to that depressing thing, and then like and they'll be like, whoa, it's Team Snarl, I love the Snarls, our Snarl's cool, and then like the Snarl will be like, oh my god, and no one likes me, and then it'll
You know,
just
Brett,
be like
God, I
all
love
snarly
you. I
again.
love you so much, but I'm gonna throw this out there again, just one more time, bud. The whole fugitive thing.
Yeah, fugitive.
Yeah, I think as soon as word gets to the right person that Team Snarl is back, it's just gonna become them trying
God, I
to
mean, if
capture
I
us
remember
or
correctly,
whatever.
I think Quintilius told us that Tide Mall, that guy that almost killed us by like looking at us in the theater, is now currently at Strixhaven as well. So
Yeah. Right, but we'll be like in the public eye.
yeah, and
like, we'll
all he
be
had to
surrounded
do
by
was look
so
at
many
us,
people.
and he
Like,
could
because
kill
we're
us,
already in the
and
middle of
so he doesn't have to like be, anywhere that we have to see him. He can just do that. Like he can just be in the crowd and just like show up and just bam, dead.
Well, maybe just
like,
the rumor would be enough.
That's
Instead
true.
of a surprise guest, somebody spread the word that Team Snarl will be
So
there.
announce that we're gonna.
But what if they like win though? Because what if they tighten security and we like can't get in? Yeah, we could. Okay, we could like have the rumor, and then when everyone like rushes to the stadium to be like, "Whoa, what?" Like then we go into the Hall of Oracles and we like good vibe up.
Man, I
the
just don't
Snarl.
think that we should even like remotely say that we're showing up at Strixhaven. I think that would raise a lot of alarms, and that they would like be on the lookout
Yeah.
for us. I don't know. That
Defenses are
seems
gonna
like
go
a
up.
really bad idea to me.
Coward.
If that ever is a part of our plan, that needs to be like a day of the unification thing, because like that's going to raise a lot of red flags and they're going to be on high alert.
So we announce the Mage Tower match and say it's a surprise guest, and then we leak the morning of that it's
I
supposed to
don't think
be
we
Snarl,
do that.
is what I'm hearing.
If we're going with that plan, I'm not saying we do that yet, Brett.
I do not think that is a good idea.
I did
Yeah,
just have a way. Did we already reach out to the professor yet, or was that recent?
No, we Veldemeyer, we haven't. It was just
I remember
that
if
was
I was in some of our previous.
yeah, that was the beginning of this conversation
This
we're
one,
still
right?
having.
yeah.
All right, okay. How about we just wait until after we reach out to the professor and just see what he has to say, because that could kind of change all of our plans. And then we'll just keep thinking in the meantime, because we don't have to commit anything yet. Plus, we'll see what insights he gives us, and then maybe we just do a little nighttime. Yeah, check of the place. Sneak in and heal the snarl. Get out.
Yeah, we need to try and do some sabotage before all this even happens.
But anyway, let's see what the professor has to say.
So like, am I contacting this professor guy?
You can or I can. I don't know if anybody else has something.
Oh right,
It-
you do have something now, don't you?
It might be better if you try, since Marius, you already know him. Doesn't really know Brett.
That's fair.
I just forgot that Marius has sending.
Let's see how this planes calling goes. Alright, I'll try to reach out to him.
All right. And Liliana would probably look at everyone. Much like last time, please just focus your will towards Marius. We're already here. That's kind of the easy part. So help him do this. Just focus.
Gale just draws up a circle in the middle of the room. That's it, Marius.
Okay, Clay, I'll call you back.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good, babe. Marius, give me an Arcana check with advantage, my good sir. As you press your will out in the center of all of your friends.
24.
24. What is our message you're sending to Mr. Veldenmeyer?
It's still like 25 words, right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe type something out.
I suppose.
I don't know, however you want to do it.
Veldemir?
Veldenmeyer.
Veldemir. 1 second. What do you think?
You're good. You're good.
So much planning.
Ooh. And what was the event called? Unification something?
The
Ceremony?
unification ceremony.
Hey. Yeah, just because of Owl House, I'm getting real bad vibes from that.
Okay. It'll just be Veldemir. It's Marius. We suspect the Auric is behind recent activities. They're trying to create a Gnarl. How do you feel about unification
1, 2, 5.
ceremony?
Perfect.
Nice.
Roll me a persuasion check, Marius.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Is that bad?
9.
Ooh.
A couple seconds go by before Veldenmeyer's voice would come to you. Marius,
Shit.
I'm
Mad voice.
not sure where you are or how you're involved. But there are strange happenings on campus. Perhaps you are right. Just maybe. be his message?
Hmm.
Seemed a little unsure. He wasn't quite sold on it. Though there was a hint of that. Maybe.
Try again tomorrow?
Why? It's just like I think it just could give me exhaustion if I keep pushing it.
It did last time, but you could
Yeah.
definitely keep trying. Maybe your muscles are a little better this time.
I'm just gonna try and send one more.
Give me one more Arcana with advantage, my good sir.
Let's see if I have.
And
Another
Another 24.
24. Without much effort, you maintain that connection, able to send another message.
Um. Hmm.
And if you want, you can pre-roll another persuasion check beforehand if that would help.
I want the mystery of it all.
I'm down. I'm with it.
Let's see. Let's see. All right. My next message will just say events correlate with our time there. We think event could be to push Snarl over the edge. Can you keep an ear out for information?
Give me one more persuasion check, Marius.
ooh, much better.
Whew, 23.
23.
You're not
Okay,
listening to me.
Okay.
There'd be a bit of a longer pause before getting back to you. I can indeed keep an eye out. I had my own suspicions. Things are a bit fishy. I will do my best. If you're right, God's help us. It may have been one word over, but it still comes through.
Yeah. Oof. Part of me just wants to like hang up. Talk to you later.
Hey, you can. If you feel that tether, it's yours to like let go or try to keep the connection.
I mean, all I want to say is be in touch soon, but I don't know if it's work.
Give me one more Arcana check
Pushing it.
with advantage. Low DC.
Damn.
Since you're just trying to like say this and disconnect.
Yeah, basically.
22. Let out that last message.
Just be in touch soon and then cut it right behind it.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you let the tether loose, you maybe realize your eyes have been closed. And I kind of open them back up. You see all of your friends Vors, Liliana, Ziglag. They're all sort of like looking at you curiously. You feel good. You don't feel any exhaustion hit you.
The only 3 people on the boat I really care about. Right in my face. Whew. I went a little smoother than before. I was exhausted, but he seems to suspect what we suspect. So he's gonna keep an eye out and an ear out for any information. So I guess for now, maybe we just kind of brainstorm amongst ourselves, and then when we check back in, as we get closer, we can kind of make up our mind. But he seems to be on our side. So at least we have a faculty member. We have Quint for now. I mean, it's 2 different circles getting us information. How much longer till we land?
You guys got about
Versus-
maybe 20 hours or so at this point. This was like
We're-
fairly early in the morning.
Okay, so we're about to land, and then the event is in 7 days? Or 6
Correct.
days?
So once
7
you
days.
touch down, you'll have 6 days.
Okay. So basically, if Quentin showed up, we'd have to like turn right back around.
Correct. But you guys
Theoretically,
did
if we
sort
were
of
trying to
alter the
rush.
plan a little bit. So once you guys touch down, then you were going to give them the thumbs up
Mhm.
to like head your way.
It's a tough one. All right, guys. Well, maybe we just rest up, take a little break. We'll be landing tomorrow. Maybe we just take tomorrow fresh.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else, I
There's
don't know
not a
what
ton
I'm
that we
thinking.
can do. This is just very concerning. Very, very concerning.
It's too much up in the air right now. But
You think that they're gonna poison the punch that they serve all of them?
well, it could even just be like a demonstration of chaos magic. Could be like a big recruitment thing. They could release
that
a
one,
mage
or
member,
2, or 3, or 4.
hunter in there that would do it. But also, I mean, it's not like they're totally helpless. You'd have some upper year students in there. I mean, not everybody's in on it, but that still
Yeah,
just
what
might
if
be
this
enough
is like the
chaos to
last?
push it over
What if
the
this
edge.
is like the last key event? It is gonna push it over the edge.
I mean, I think they're trying to make it be that.
Well, we could still have Quint come. We could go to the town and get any supplies we need and head out. And then maybe kind of post up on the side of the road, wait for Quint to pass, just so we could check for any stragglers.
Is
Pick them up
there?
and then sneak into
Wouldn't it
Strixhaven.
serve us better to have Quint just stay at this point and keep an eye on everything? The more people that we have, and even Crud and
That's
all
fair. I
them.
guess if we're
Like, the more eyes that they have, like maybe the more information we can get.
fair. True.
That's what I think.
Mhm.
Just really hoping to capture one of those Auric people. But I guess if we have a hard timeline, and yeah, maybe we'll just hit up the town and maybe we can just get close to Strixhaven. Just stay like a little bit
Yeah,
Half day outside.
closer the better, right? As long as we
Rough it.
don't raise too much alarm. I mean, I would
Agreed.
for the individuals that
Going
can
back to Strixhaven.
detect magic back in their wheelhouse, I would suggest throwing that back in so that we can check everybody in these towns that we're going to. You never know how far the Auric has spread their reaches.
Alright. So
That's fair.
we'll land. I mean, yeah, I guess when we get there, we'll just get some supplies and then head out.
Just to confirm with spells, Brett can't do detect magic, right?
He can load it as a primer.
But then you have healing spells that aren't your primer, correct?
Yeah, Brett has always had cure wounds.
Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that they weren't just primer
And he
spells.
has mass healing word as well.
Okay. I'll make sure to load detect magic, but you just keep in mind I'm not gonna have any heals. But I mean, hopefully with the towns at least, that shouldn't be a problem.
I have heals. What else do I have? Yeah. I have plenty.
Yeah,
Well, I have
mean,
cure
Brett's
wounds and then a
always-
couple
It's
like
always been really good about
class ones.
having our backs.
Yeah, but if
Right.
he goes down, then we're, so like,
Yeah,
Marius,
I
you
have-
gotta get him right back up.
Marius is.
Why does nobody think I can
also
heal?
Got our backs. sometimes, too.
I've healed a lot.
Yeah, that's how we became.
We all
Nobody
respect you, Marius.
respects
What are
me
you
on this
talking
boat.
about?
Chromatic orb of fire, I throw it at the ball.
I just most of the time when I get brought back, I just have this really nice warm
Oh, yeah.
warmth from Brett's fire. I feel like it's mostly been him. That could just be a me thing.
It's radiant power. It's very strong. But also I have Revivify now, so
Oh shiz, really?
Ooh, and you got some diamonds, I think.
yeah, I made sure to mark it specifically. 600 gold diamonds.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
So that's what, like 2 revivifies?
No, it's
Sheesh.
just one.
That's 1? Oh my god,
I think it's
600
that
gold?
expensive. Let me double check. Oh no, that is 2.
Oh, okay, I was like, I
Diamonds
thought it
worth
was
300.
300. Oh my god.
Look at me having enough for 2 people.
Hey.
Out here. Cool. So, but you can't get
Does
brought
it-
back twice.
With that,
and
does
it's
it
just
need to
not
be
fair.
like 1 solid diamond, or could it just be 300 golds worth of diamonds?
That one?
I think it's phrased the second way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could have one big diamond worth 300 gold, or like a small handful of diamonds worth 300 gold, and it'll get you there.
Okay. Just thinking about if we ever want to purchase more.
Fair. All right. I think we got a little bit of a plan. As we would watch the dragonfly sail through wild space, covering that last 20 or so hours of flight. Fairly soon on, most of the day, you could watch Arcavios get bigger and bigger and bigger as the dragonfly gets closer and closer. And as they break that atmosphere and begin to descend,
Gotta go.
we'll take a little break right there.
Woo!
Aw,
Take a
man.
little
Back in
break.
Arcavios.
You guys are back at Arcavios.
Oh my god.
Back
It's
in the thick of it.
happening.
We
Yeah.
need to do a treasure planet one shot.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick.
Sorry, you talked about the ship, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I popped something up.
Dude, I would love that.
So you're talking like the movie Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to, is there a different treasure planet?
Just
Well,
planet full
it's
of
based
treasure.
off of an old book.
Right.
Yeah, Treasure Island.
That's it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the same
classic
game.
movie, Muppet
We're gonna-
Treasure Island.
We're gonna play Lord of the Flies one shot.
Lord of the Flies one shot would actually be so lit.
Yeah, a bunch of 13-year-olds stuck on a deserted island.
Dude, that would be so good.
150 other 13-year-olds. Build your base, gather resources with your friends, establish dominance.
It's like Fortnite, but real.
Two burb.
All right, I gotta go potty. I'll BRB.
Mm.
Big.
Restart my music.
I just did that as well.
I hate always being the downer, but I mean, Kellen is like, we're just kids, man. Sign up to save the free world.
I mean, yeah, you didn't. You don't choose the adventure chooses you.
Tell him.
It's just realistically, he's looking over things, and again, his last experience with Tide Mall has really shaped his like idea of how he thinks things will go. And so he's like, yeah, this is a suicide mission. Like, we are literally walking in there to essentially die. I guess if that's what you guys want to do.
No.
Only if
You
we
know,
go about
like,
it in the wrong
announcing
way.
that there's going to be a secret Mage Tower match, and that there's going to be a special guest that shows up, and it's secretly Team Snarl. God.
I understand
Oh, I
the
did.
thought
No.
process
And I
of
love
Brett,
it.
and I'm not dogging
I
Bryce
know,
for
and
it.
that's what I
but, like,
love.
as a
and
player, I
because
do
it
not
is
think that's a
totally
good idea.
fucking Brett thought, and that's what I love about it, and I love that she committed to it.
Yeah,
Love that she committed to it.
she's real in character for it. I love it.
I was actually surprised that there was no opposition from Marius. I totally thought that there was going to be some opposition from Marius. No,
For what?
just go and just the whole
The Mage
whole
Tower
going
thing.
back to Strixhaven thing. Like, I just didn't think that this was a Marius thing.
Well, yeah, that too.
Well, if I'm being honest, he really only cares about the snarl. Like, in my mind, I would like to sneak back in and just go pump that thing full of health and see if I can talk to it.
I just, as much as I want to just do that, I don't think that's going to be enough.
And then I'll let you guys go check out the unification.
Okay, so
ceremony.
you're gonna use this
Just
as
check out
some
the venue the
sacrifices
night
so
before.
you can do your thing and dip. Because your
prefer
real
bait.
friends are there now, and oh, okay,
Sacrifice.
I see what the setup was. I'm seeing it all now. Yeah.
He's gonna leave with his real friends.
Playing chestnut checkers.
Whole time, I thought we were friends. Damn.
It's on you. I don't know what gave you that impression. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna heal the snarl. I'm gonna kill Quint to make it happy. And then
That's the human sacrifice.
And or
I'm
the
gonna
Auric.
run off
Haven't really
with,
decided which one yet.
my friends, and I'll just why not have my good friends join the Auric with me? I play both sides, so I always come out on top.
Starting to not feel so bad about shooting you in the shoulder now.
And yet, I knew you wouldn't feel anything about it. You know, you're not on my hit list yet, okay?
Can always be altered.
When I go back inside, can I do an Arcana roll for Gale for trying to fly, just to see how that went?
Trying to fly, like
Yeah,
with
fly
the
the
ship.
Yeah, fly the ship.
Oh yeah. Give me an Arcana check. You can do the landing once we get back in.
Barrel roll. Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay, boss.
So, what about this mage tower?
Gonna be a sick game.
I'm saying we have unfinished business on campus.
I think we should deal with the snarl issue first.
Listen.
It's a
Let's be-
twofer.
If we sacrifice Quint to the Snarl and it's happy, we can play football.
What did you call it? Silk ball.
Mage Tower. Wrong sport.
Silk ball's my sport. Get out of here.
Yeah, so
Mage shower was
Sacrifice
supposed
quit
to be
and-
mine.
did Mage Tower.
I don't like all this manifesting you're doing.
I'm just saying, he did it once, he could do it again.
True.
Die, that is. Got him.
No, not that.
How'd you not know that's what he meant?
I don't know.
You've heard the bit by now. Where's everyone at in the
I have started
Kill
my
quick
Apprentice
camp.
swamp?
Raise a
No.
hand.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing the same.
Same.
Yeah, I was about to start mine over.
We're all getting our music back going. We ready to hop back in?
Yeah.
Yes, but at some point I'll have to have like a hard exit. So I got a flight to catch.
Got a hard exit. Is that like soon?
No, like hour and a half-ish.
Okay.
Give or
Cool.
take.
We'll get some work in before then.
Yeah. Just so you know, and I'm like, okay, gotta go.
Oh, you're good.
Oh
You're good.
no.
The orc, they got him.
Oh no.
Yeah, Marius is gone.
This whole plan is fucked. So much blood.
So hopping back in, make sure you got your music, guys. Catch your vibes. We would return to the Dragonfly ship, as it would be gaining speed and descending closer and closer to Arcavios. After 179 days of travel, our party finally entering the atmosphere of Arcavios. The dragonfly soaring down to the planet, breaking through the clouds, and the crew on board the ship would finally lay their eyes on the surface. Descending further and further, the ship using the accelerated entry speeds to reach the surface in breakneck speeds. Dropping down as they begin to essentially travel closer to this large pitch of dense forest that's about a little east of Bryn Shear. And you guys would have essentially two choices as far as where you could park the ship. You could park it in this forest, essentially the same spot where you guys, parked it previously when you stopped at Bryn Shear. Or if the party would rather, there are a large manner of caves over in this rocky cliffside that's kind of like southwest-ish of Bryn Shear. So the party, you guys would have a choice of where you want to park your ship. Do you want to park it in the mountains more, or would you rather park it in the forest more? Both spots are loosely equidistant to Bryn Shear. Both locales about like an hour and a half-ish walk to the actual township itself.
I feel like it might be easier to keep the ship out of sight in the mountains. If we can get it inside a cave.
A cave. It'll have to be a pretty big cave, right?
There's the
Sure,
chance.
it's a fine one, right?
It's your guys'
I think
call.
Yeah,
Which
what's
one
everyone
has
else
less
thinking?
foot traffic?
They're both like fairly out of the way. Probably if you're just strictly looking at foot traffic, I guess probably the rocky cliffside. Just because that forest kind of lines part of the actual like road that leads to Bryn Shear. And while you guys would be situated, well off from it, there are still the occasional traveler that goes down that road, and they'd have to get a wild hare, go into the forest, and search for quite some time. But I guess it'd be the closest one.
Or possible bandits traveling off the beaten path.
Fair enough. Also fair.
Yeah, no, I have no big preference.
Gale votes
I
mountains.
guess there's no opposition.
There's no opposing. Yeah, the ship would begin to veer towards the base of the mountain range that Bryn Shear is situated a fair distance away from, but close enough to where as you begin to descend further and further down. Who wants to roll me a flat D100?
Why?
Ooh.
I
Kellen.
don't like the pressure.
Kellen.
Yeah, it's also fine, Kellen.
Kelly.
Yeah, get it, Craig.
Pressure makes time.
Craig, you roll it.
Yeah, Greg, roll it.
Fuck you, Craig. Over my dead body.
Oh,
no.
I don't know if this is good or bad.
Maybe it's really good.
As the
You wrecked the
dragonfly ship is beginning to look around, Gale would be in the driver's seat. As you're looking around at all these various places, you can't find any caves large enough for the dragonfly. There would be like a small patch that's kind of like up against the mountain itself, kind of obfuscated, almost like a little alcove. Gale, give me an Arcana check with disadvantage, as this is quite the parking spot to try to fit this thing into.
Oh, God. Why did I speak up earlier? Alright, guys, this may be a little rough.
13. As you sort of right the ship and almost you're kind of like descending and backing into it at the same time, there would be like a boom, boom, boom. And you would sort of like, Gale, almost feel it, almost as if it's on your shoulders, these crash, these little bumps you make into the side of the mountain.
I'd let out a little ow.
The ship resting down with a few little blemishes on it, these scrapes in your guys' pristine repair work that you did all those weeks ago. The ship would come to a rest. Captain Casper probably coming up to all of you, probably loosely knowing the plan that you guys were hoping to sort of park, maybe like settle, and then essentially head out to Brinshear. Captain Casper would offer all of you some food and rations, since they did buy a fair amount back at First Rock, and since you guys won't be here staying to like consume most of that food, he does pass off about 6 days of rations loosely to each of you.
Okay.
I got
That
rid of
brings her up
those
to
bad
15.
rations in my inventory.
Vor's probably coming up to Kellen after Kellen gets these rations from Captain Casper, maybe getting your bag situated. Vor is stepping over. Kellen, I was curious. What role did you wish for me to play in this plan? Should I remain here with the Dragonfly, or should I accompany you all to the campus?
I don't think it would raise any more alarm to have you go onto campus. Hey guys, nobody knows who Vorz is.
I mean, sure, nobody knows who you are.
Anybody see anything wrong with Vorz coming?
I mean, this could get hairy, if you're up for that, Force.
I do hope to be of more value if anything happens. I was not comfortable with joining the fray with the Gilded Leaf and when those strange controlled pirates besieged us, but I would hope to provide some use if you would prefer that to be with you all.
I vote you
I would
come.
love to be there.
Have you been able to? You were a magic caster before. This is kind of just like pointing to his body.
I was an arcane weaver back in my time.
Have you been able to do anything?
Have yet to manifest anything, sadly.
Maybe we
he
can work
still
on
hits really
that
hard.
a little bit on the walk.
Fair. I would imagine so. And the loose attempts I've had, my hands, they are fairly durable. I believe Zio referred to them as thunder gauntlets, so there's that.
If you also feel more comfortable with the sword, I have this short sword that I've just been lugging around that I never use.
I could try it. I was never particularly proficient in bladed weapons, but I would be more than happy to carry it for you if it need be.
Hurt, could come in handy.
Trade off this short sword. Is it a +1 short sword?
It's just a basic short sword.
Right. You would take the short sword. I'd probably appreciatively, put it onto his hip hilt and all.
Maybe it's got like some fancy. It's like a fancy handle. It looks real nice, but it's just basic.
I love it. Glenn may be approaching all of you. Hey, just got done talking with Captain, so I guess we're just gonna stay here. If you guys need anything, I guess let us know. From our rough calculations, we think that if we fly at true speeds, think we can maybe get to you guys in a day and a half, maybe 2 days from here, give or take. So you give us the right heads up and we could be there. I don't know what we could do, but we're here to help too.
Good to know. Especially if we need to make a
Thanks,
quick
Glenn.
getaway or need some extra hands.
Anytime. Hey, you guys just be safe on your trek. I look forward to getting to meet Quint finally. He sounds like quite the fella.
Brett's stroking his new beard that he has from
It's fire beard.
Oh my! I forgot about the beard.
He's got a beard and piercings now, as a reminder. Also, I wanted to remind everyone we do have that group sending stone. Everyone has one for between the 6 of us.
All right. Vors, Liliana, Aelity, they all probably get their accoutrement together. It would be, basically nightfall. If you guys would like, you could head out either at night to get to Bryn Shear to do any supply shopping you may need, or you could head out in the morning. Totally your guys' call.
Who? It's a group of 6 stones, right? So who has the 6th one?
Elodie?
Captain Professor?
No, that's only 5 of us.
I thought
Oh,
we gave it to Captain Professor.
So we could leave that with like Liliana or maybe with Captain or.
Yeah, I believe we were saving it for her.
Okay.
But we can move it. She'll be with us. Captain Professor has the other sendings.
Yeah, I mean, if she's gonna be with us, then it'd probably be best to leave the stone with Captain or Glenn.
Casper?
I could always put the captain's name in my Farscribe
That's
book,
always
so I can
good.
just message him whenever.
That also works.
I'll just take
As long as we
Glenn's
have
name
some
off.
way to contact them pretty easily.
Bye,
Yeah, I guess you could
Kellen.
move Kellen off or Brett.
And Captain Casper gladly signing his name.
I liked Brett on there because then I can message Brett, who then actually has sending.
Fair.
I think that was the original. But
Yeah,
I'd
I
give it a
think so.
Koski if we're ever just over that guy.
No.
Never get rid
My
of
man.
his name.
Always wait for him.
Well, I'm a plane caller now. I guess I could just dial him up. But this way's nice. It's like texting instead of calling because it just shows up on the page.
That's so cool.
I mean, texting for me, it would be a call for you. So that's the suck.
Brett is eager to move out tonight. Like, he wouldn't want to hang around.
I'm down for whatever.
It's fair. Any
I was all
opposition to
rested
leaving
up.
in the nightfall?
No. I guess
Dark Vision. I'm cool with it.
I don't really know if it'd be good to go in like the Ravnica outfits. They do kind of stand out. I think Gail would keep the haircut that she did from that, though. She'd do a little touch up. Make sure that side is nice and faded.
Oh yeah, I mean you had at least 2 weeks to get it done. You're probably looking good. All right. We would see our group of former students, with Vors and Liliana in tow, say their goodbyes to Captain Casper and Glenn, as we would watch them leave from this rocky alcove that the dragonfly is sort of nestled in. We would watch our adventurers walk down the dirty, rocky path. Not much of like an actual path. You're kind of like just traveling along the shelf of this like cliffside lip you're parked on. Sort of wandering down it, beginning to actually get to the bottom and begin to head towards Bryn Shear. Who wants to make our survival or nature check for our little travel to Brynshire?
I've got dark.
Who would be leading? Someone with dark vision, I assume.
I have dark vision, but my stats suck.
My nature is a 1.
Wait, what's your nature chance?
My survival is a 4.
Let's see. What's your survival?
They're both a 3 for me, but I don't have dark vision.
Maybe I'll just give Kel an advantage, and I'll be upfront with him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Go ahead and give me, assuming we got
Natural
survival check, Mr.
20.
Kellen, with advantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
That is a natural motherfucking 20.
dropping a
Yeah.
19.
We would watch our party begin to make their way towards Brynshire. Helen and Marius confidently in the lead, beginning to navigate the area. After about an hour or so, kind of off in the distance, you can see the lights of a town. And closing that, 30, maybe 45-minute gap and actually reaching Brynshire's sort of outer edge, if you will. You can see beautiful buildings. They have this sort of high-topped cottage aesthetic to it, very tall buildings, long, narrow windows. One of the first buildings you all would begin to pass by, since it's on sort of the outer edge of Brynshire itself, you would see Harrison's Hearth. It's a very quaint little inn and tavern. All of you may be looking over, you would see its small porch, outhouse, and small adjoining building, a little fire pit with its own fire roaring. As you all begin to pass by, you all think of the last time you were there. You all were asleep in some of the beds when these strange chaos wights appeared and just started to attack and try to kill you in your sleep, essentially. Our party proving strong and defeating them, unfortunately getting kicked out of Harrison's Hearth by Harrison and the disruption you caused, but you escaped with your lives.
Yeah, maybe we don't stay there again.
As you begin to enter Brynshire proper, there would be kind of two main options as far as an inn or a tavern, if that's what you're looking for immediately. There would be the Comfort Way, which was recommended by Captain Casper some time ago. It's essentially like a chain inn, a chain of inns in our Cavios proper. And the other would be Bounty Wide, another sort of local tavern/inn, much like Harrison's Hearth, though it's kind of on the opposite side of Brynshire from where you're entering from. Was there any other sort of place you guys would be looking for?
Yeah,
maybe healing potions and stuff.
You would note the Brew Works and Beyond. You guys actually went there last time you were here in town. It would be closed. It's probably something you'd pick up as it's still fairly late at night at this point, though you would be able to note any location you would like. So you guys would know where the Brew Works and Beyond is to hit that up tomorrow. You would see some of the bathhouses are still open, one being the washroom, the other being Mother of Cleansing.
Gail needs a real nice bath. It's been a minute. We've been traveling. The shower situation on the ship is not doing it for her.
and
Once we decide on where we're sleeping, she'll hit that up.
Leather shop.
You wouldn't find much as an enchanter, so to speak. There would be two places you would assume probably sell some form of leather. One being the Smithy's Needle, where you guys would note you had been in there before and interacted with the fairly charismatic dwarf. And the other being Breaker and Bronze. You would assume there's maybe some leather armaments in there, seeing through its display window, seeing some regular armor as well, almost much more like a conventional like store, whereas the Smithy's Needle is very much like a local guy making a lot
I'd
of
probably
this sort of
check both
stuff.
those places out if I could. Void.
For sure. Tomorrow morning.
The bathhouses are still open, right?
Correct.
I'm already forgetting the name. I guess Gale would want to go to the place Captain Casper recommended.
Oh yeah, for the tavern, the Comfort Way.
Comfort Way. That would be her vote.
Objection.
Yeah, no objection.
All right. Guys heading in to this fairly large looking tavern. Beginning to enter. The actual tavern room below would be fairly small. You would see a large spiral staircase to your left that would lead up to a second floor. Heading in, doing a little bit of chit chat. We won't RP it out too much, but you were able to get rooms. It's only 2 silver a room. So if you'd like to share, you can split that up as you so choose. Or if you each would like your own room, they have mainly rooms here. The tavern is a very small section of the Comfort Way. We have excess rooms. So it'd be
So
up to you
it's
guys.
6 of us. Maybe we should get like 3 rooms.
If it's only 2 silver,
2 per
I
room.
don't mind getting my own room.
Can at least get them all next to each other.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, let's
Perfectly.
do
Big
our own
spoon.
rooms.
Easy
Yeah,
enough.
we have those standing stones now, so.
I will pay for
would Vors be
I will
getting his
pay for
own
Vors
room?
to
He
get
has
his
no
own room.
money to pay for anything. So
If he
you'd
wants
have
his own
to-
room,
So,
or if he wants to, he can always room with me.
Yeah,
It's up to
do you
him.
want your own room, Wars, or yeah, you could join one of us?
Sweet.
I
will get you
would
your own
not
room
mind
then.
my own room. It has been some time.
I'll cover Liliana's. She wants her own room.
She would gladly take her own room, her own space again.
And then anyone else want a bath?
How much?
I'll cover baths. Some of you not gonna point at anyone out, maybe kind of looking towards Brett. Some of you smell.
What?
Find some water.
This is just a healthy musk.
I'm detoxing. Yeah, I have a good relax.
All right.
Yeah.
So
It'll
let me know how
be,
much to take off for baths.
it's 2 copper per bath, unless you get like the extra like perfumes and sort of like incense and oils. Then it would be 4 copper per bath.
Of course, Gail's gonna get the extra perfumes and and oils.
That's 4 copper for a very, very bougie bath experience. And your choice of cold, hot, or room temperature water.
2, 4, 6. Is everyone else just going basic, or?
Vors is like, I'm good. I will just hang out in my room.
That's good,
I
Boris.
don't know how that would work with my current form.
I don't need anything
No.
fancy.
I don't have
Just water
oils
for me,
and whatever.
please.
2, 4, 6.
I want to be spoiled.
Marius deserves it. He's earned it.
Minus, that's 7. I do one more silver. 17 minus 8. Okay.
Handing off some gold on Gale. We would get to see each of you head into your own personal sort of bathrooms. The washroom being the larger of the 2 choices. And sort of get these small vignettes of each of you just relaxing in your own moment. And I kind of want to take this time to get like some headspace checks on like what would be going through everyone's mind. Maybe we start with Marius. As he gets into his personal room, you see the sort of like rolling, almost table that's just sort of littered with various perfumes, colognes, incense, the oils, just the whole kit and caboodle. But as he sort of gets in and begins to actually wash off and just relax in the water, what would be going through Marius's mind about, their current plan, heading to Strixhaven tomorrow morning, and then, seeing what comes of that after the 3-day travel?
Honestly, he's probably just running. It's probably like a mix of like being super like nervous and apprehensive about going back, but then also he's like, I'm gonna see my friends, but then I gotta heal this snarl, and I'll be back at campus. Then there's the unification thing. So he probably just keeps running down scenarios like what he would do.
Hmm.
So although it's relaxing, his mind is probably just racing.
That's fair. I think that's very fair for Marius. Cutting over from Marius, let's go over to Gale. As Gale gets in, seeing the lavish array of different additives to your bathing experience, finally getting cleaned off and is getting to relax in the water, what would be going through Gale's mind?
Real quick before we get to that, with the message bracelet that I have with Mina and Ingrid, I had taken that off of my sheet, like the in the features and traits. I still have it in my inventory because Aility gave it back to me because of that whole shenanigans that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Did that require attunement? I feel like it didn't because it was only like a 1 message per day thing.
Let me see.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you have that still in your notes.
Maybe. I don't know.
I might have it in mine. I can look.
I'm not seeing it. Roll me a D100. Call it high or low. If you're right, no attunement. If you don't get it, it takes an hour to attune.
Always high, baby. Nope.
Ooh, 19. So it does take an hour to attune. Luckily you have time, but you couldn't get to it right away.
Yeah, she's gonna, since she has to undress anyways, she's going to, I guess, use bath time to unattune to the cloak for a little bit and attune with the necklace as she puts, or the bracelet as she puts that on and gets in the bath.
Easy enough. What would be going through her mind for the next about hour or so?
She's real fucking worried about all this shit that we're about to try and attempt. Very scared. Also thinking about what possible message she may try and send to Mina and Ingrid. And is like, oh, Mina's gonna be so mad if she's even still wearing it.
Yeah, that's your
Ingrid
that's
will
your
probably
gamble.
be receptive.
That's your gamble. You're hoping they have these bracelets on.
Yeah. Also thinking about her parents, like, I want to update them so bad, but,
Fair. It's fair. Got a lot going through your mind, much like Marius. We'll cut over to our next scene. We'll see Kellen. Kellen, how would you be handling your bath
He would
process?
probably just jump in
Is
and
this
like
anything-
just completely
anything lavish, or you
submerge
just
and sink
jumping in the
himself
water?
under. And he's just like pensively sitting there, just like underwater and just like thinking of Because I mean, Kellen's a warrior, and he always has been, and so he's just like thinking of all the scenarios of like how things could go wrong, and he knows that like the Dean of Lorehold is going to be there, and he can only assume that Tide Maul is going to be there too, and fucking L, and he's picturing those stupid fucking poofy fucking goddamn fucking green goof hair things, and those stupid glasses, and those fucking evil purple eyes.
I'm hearing a lot of attraction.
Yeah, torn lever, bud, for sure.
But yeah, just thinking about how all like he's really focused in on trying to figure out what they're trying to do for this unification thing. Like it seems like he's really focused on that.
Your thoughts swell for a while, and then you just sort of brood on that one thought. What is it for? What does it mean? And we would cut over, and we would get to see Brett. How would Brett be doing with his bath time?
I imagine, like, he gets undressed and he stands near the tub and just, like, plunges his arm in there and heats it up to something, like, that isn't super cold to him.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's doing that, he's kind of, like, stirring the water and adding, like, oils and stuff and just kind of thinking, like, you know, I really wish this, like, I think the Mage Tower thing would work. I can't believe no one's, like, into that idea, like. And then, like, every other thought is, like, interrupted with, like, oh my god, I'm gonna see Quet soon. And then he's like, don't focus. Okay. So, what would be most impressive for Quet is if I, like, came up with, like, the perfect plan. If only I could get Elle to, like, see the light, man. And then Quet would be like, wow, Barry's so amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see him soon. No, focus. So then, and it's just kind of like an oscillating little cycle, like, of just trying to think of how to handle this situation. And, like, I think there's definitely an undercurrent of, like, worry for all his friends who are still on campus. And, like, how are they going to handle this big unification thing? Like, what are they even going to do if no one wants to buy into his totally killer Mage Tower idea? He just has to come up with, like, an even better one. And I imagine that he, like, once the water's nice and heated up, he uses, like, a washcloth or whatever to kind of, like, wash off, like, the worst parts of him before he gets into, like, soak. And then while he's in there, he eventually is like, I want to talk to Quet. Wait, and he'll just grab the sending stone and be like, babe, hello.
Is something wrong? Is something wrong?
No, I'm just soaking, thinking about you. Did I wake you up?
Yeah, sorry. Just sleeping.
No, I'm sorry. I know it's late. I just, like, couldn't stop thinking about you.
I know. I mean, it's just a couple of days, right? I mean, you guys are... Wait, did you guys land already?
Yeah, we're in this cozy little tavern.
Holy shit. That's awesome. Okay. I mean, well, yeah, once you guys leave, I mean, it's only like, I don't know, like 2-3 days, right? And then you'll be here, and we'll still have, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 more days until, like, the unification ceremony. So, like, we'll get to be together and, like, plan for that. I mean, we'll get to have the dream team. I mean, everyone will be back together, and we'll all get to help in the plan.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about, like, telling the study group and stuff about us? Like, do you think we should keep it, like, a secret? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, it would be really great if I don't have to break the news to Gale about Jay.
Oh, Yeah, right. Oh, Felix. Yeah, Jay. He's super sweet, but Felix, him and Mina,
Right,
they're
yeah.
kind of like a whole thing.
Mhm,
Um. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think. I mean, if everyone else likes it, um, maybe that would make it easier. I've been trying to think about where you guys are gonna stay. I mean, I would offer my dorm, but I mean, I'm like right in the central campus with all the other like first years.
mhm.
I, well, you could see if well, I guess it depends on where you're entering from, because I mean, Drazi's great, by the way. He's like the coolest addition to the group. I don't know why Kellen kept him to himself for all those years.
Mm.
But Drazi, I mean, he's from the Quandrix school, so if you guys enter through the Quandrix, maybe you could stay at his place or his spot, or if you go through Witherbloom, I mean, we could hit up Meru. You guys could stay with Meru.
Mm. Well,
I
and
don't know.
from my running around and whatever, I do know Lorehold pretty well. So like, there's some pretty remote places out there we could hang out.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You don't even have to stay in the dorm rooms. I mean, Greta and Rosie, I think they're both Lorehold. I mean, so you could at least have friends over there if I tell
Yeah.
everyone, and they're all cool with it.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying go tell him now. It's also the middle of the night, but it's just something I'm thinking about. I had like a super awesome idea, and like no one wanted to buy into it. My maid shower idea. I can't. I think it's a good one.
I think it is too, babe. I think it is too, and I think
Thank
maybe
you.
if you guys were here and we got to do it like all year and got to change the vibe, maybe that would work. But I don't know. I feel like that time may have passed.
Mm. You're so sweet when you tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, but you're just usually so right. This is a rare moment for you. I get that.
Well, thank you. I mean, because I would be right if things were totally different. Then I'm basically like exactly right. So you're right about that.
Gonna be so easy to kill him.
Shut up. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily trying to make this a super productive conversation. I just think that's who Brett would want to talk to right now.
That's fair. And it would probably quickly devolve into not a very productive conversation.
I mean, it's productive in other ways.
It's productive for the two of you, for sure.
Yeah. Bonding.
Sanitize your germs between use.
His is already boiling water at this point.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it is boiling. He'll just run out of water. That's when the bath is over.
I just pictured Brett always having to ask for more water. Every time they come in, it's like a steam room that they don't offer. What?
Yeah. Just laced with
It's like hard to breathe
oil
in
in
there.
the air.
And it's extra
Yeah.
perfumey.
Yeah.
Can't smoke weed in here, dude.
My pores have never been clearer.
He's Hawaiian hotboxing the washroom. Everyone's bath coming to an end. The time for each room is only about maybe an hour or so. You guys maybe all meeting back up in that sort of front reception area. Mechanically, Gale, that 1 hour time probably hits just right about now as you're with all your friends again back in this lobby.
Oh yeah, Gail would have taken a real long bath, really soaked it in.
So we would watch all of you begin to, essentially make your way away from the bathhouse. What would our group be up to?
Mm.
When we're done, or is this next day? Sorry.
It's just like when you're done, still that night. Didn't know if you guys had anything you're trying to get to before the next morning. Because I assumed it was like, oh, it's sunrise, we leave right now, sort of thing for tomorrow morning after we check out, the 1 or 2 spots you guys were interested in.
Gail's plan for the night is to get a message, get a message out, wait 30 minutes for any sort of response, and then reattune to the cloak. So I'm typing up a message right now.
For shizzle.
1, 2, 3.
Anything else for the rest of our party members?
Probably just go back to my room, put granite by the door, and just read my book of spells and just mentally prepare for the morning.
Oh yeah.
Nothing in particular from Brett, I don't think.
Okey-dokey.
I guess he would ask the group, like, do you guys think we should tell the study group that we're coming, or do we want to keep it
I think
more
the less people that know that
more
we're
low
coming, the
key?
better. Personally.
And where are we gonna stay on campus? Like, I know a few like pretty cool spots on Lorehold. I was planning on taking Qued there one day, but I mean, I guess you guys can see them first. It's whatever.
What are we do? Are we doing anything about like disguises or anything?
I mean, in the public spaces, I think we should. So we should get like disguise stuff here in town, huh? Like, I don't think our Ravnet clothes are like gonna like cut it.
Yeah, they are a little standoutish here. Also, I kind of reattuned to the bracelet, holding her hand up. I was thinking about maybe sending them a message if they'd even get it. But if anyone's opposed, I won't.
I mean, a message about what? Like, if we're not telling the study group, like, what are you gonna say?
I was mostly kind of thinking, hope you're okay. Please stay away from the unification ceremony. That's about it, really.
Well, maybe instead of the whole group, we could just maybe, select a couple of people.
I mean, yeah, this would only go out to Mina and Ingrid if they even get it.
They're not
I
Kinda
mean,
looking
Quen's
to the
already
ground.
gonna let everyone know that they shouldn't go, and like, hopefully they'll listen.
Honestly, I'm not even really sure what else to say. If I should say anything at all.
Roll. What's your passive perception again?
An 18.
Brett looks like he's hoping you'll move on from this topic of conversation. Not for the reasons you would think. It's not the normal, like, oh, we're gonna have to save people from, like, evil people nervousness. It's something else. I mean, I don't think it's, like, necessary to contact them, like, because Quen's gonna take care of everything. Like, might be, like, sus if you, like, reach out suddenly about something, like, we're probably not supposed to even know about. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. All right, well, let's time's wasted, guys.
And Gale moves on, taking off the bracelet.
Oh, damn. I'm sad. As a player, I'm sad.
Gale has learned not to just do actions without discussing the group.
Oh, we're growing.
And then before bed, she'll make sure to reattune to the cloak because yikes. That one extra AC, who knows?
If there's nothing else, you all would find your rooms in the comfort way. Very comfortable beds. Not very spacious rooms, but enough room to sort of spread your legs and stretch out a little bit. Each of you getting a full long rest before the sun would begin to rise. You all probably meeting back downstairs, Liliana and Vors in tow as well. As you guys would leave the Comfort Way. What storefronts are we looking to stop by first?
Potions.
Potions. So heading over to the potion shop, Brewworks and Beyond, you would find. Let me roll this to see how many. So there would be 9 potions of healing, currently listed for 90 gold apiece.
That's not bad.
And there would be 3 greater potions of healing, listed for 200 gold apiece.
Somehow I still have my orientation healing potion.
Yeah.
That thing's gonna be so fucking bitter, dude.
And I do have 1 greater healing potion.
I have no healing potions, so I think Gail's gonna pick up 2 of those normals, the lessers. That's
Beautiful.
180.
Yes, sir.
But also inquire if there's any other fun things besides healing potions.
I'm gonna get 1 of those greater healing potions.
Hell yeah. That'd be 200 gold for one of the greater healings. Still 2 left.
And that's 44 plus 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I got 2 of those.
And Gail is not going to use platinum for this yet, because she has gold to spare.
As far as extra potions, there'd be a lot of tonics, a lot of balms that this sort of shopkeep and proprietor would offer. The only other interesting, maybe mechanical potion that would catch your eye is a potion of underwater breathing. Allows the user to breathe underwater for 1 hour. And this one would be marked at 120 gold pieces.
That is cool, but like I also have unending breath, so I don't really need that. Yeah, I think I'll be good. Maybe a little bit of like styling hair cream. Do they have some of that?
Oh yeah, he'd be able to hook you up immediately. At first, the shopkeep is like, "Are you balding on that side?" And once you assure him you're not balding, he gets you the regular hair products.
No. I did this to myself.
Right, gotcha. Here you go. This will help keep it up, give it volume. This will help keep it healthier. Ooh, this is actually make it grow faster. I don't know if you want to put it on that side, but for the rest of your head, it'd be perfect.
I'll take the volumizer. Should be good.
It'll be 1 silver piece for a pretty good jar of this. It looks just like goo.
There goes my last silver piece.
I think I will take 1 of those potions of greater healing if they're 200 gold.
Yes, sir. 2 more of those as you take 1. There's a single one left for 200 gold pieces. And there's still 7 of the standard potion of healing. Whoa, okay. I'll take it, buddy. Big spenders, okay.
Wait, is 20 platinum, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah. 20 platinum. You're right. It's 10 gold per platinum.
Then, so 2 platinum and 80 gold then. Oh, that's still off.
Wait.
180. There we go.
Yeah, 2 platinum.
It's just still off.
Oh wait, no, that'd only be 100. Do you not have enough for that? Okay.
Easy peasy. Still got 1 more of those greater potions left, as well as the potion of underwater breathing, 120 gold. But if there's nothing else you guys need in particular here, what other sort of items are y'all looking for?
I know
Yeah,
Chance was bringing
studded
up
leather,
like
studded leather armor.
Leatherworks or something earlier.
Yeah, heading over to the Smithy's Needle, sort of working with that same dwarf who doesn't recognize any of you, but he's super nice, super helpful.
How much for like a plus?
Just a standard set of studded leather. +1 would set you back 500.
And how long
gold
would it
pieces.
take?
Ooh-wee.
Oh, cool.
He has it here at the ready. You would probably have the same thing you had last time, where after you inquire about magical items, he would take you to this back room where he has these items like on display, almost like a museum. A couple pieces of armor, some swords, some weapons. You would see a familiar a set of like cloth robes that are fire resistant for about 1,000 gold. But yeah, he's able to hook up 500 gold for a
500
+1
gold.
set
Can I
of
try
studded
to
leather
talk
armor.
him down?
You can try. You guys did try to do this last time. You would know that this dude is awfully stern.
He just,
You could definitely give me
he
a
would kind of
persuasion
just test the
or
water, so
deception
it would just
check,
be like a
depending on
persuasion.
your sort of
It's like,
vibe
you
with
want
it.
to come down on that at
guess
all? Yeah.
Oh no.
My friend, this is already come down. 500 gold for this beautiful set of armor. It's a steal.
God
It's a
damn it,
steal.
Gale.
Gail's just gonna lean in. Do you need a bit of extra
I mean,
money?
if you're willing to give me just
I could-
10 platinum, I'll take it.
I could give you 10 platinum.
Sweet.
I'll slide you 10 platinum.
If I take that, will you take my current leather armor and give me anything off?
And it sort of give you like a look over. 490 gold. I could do that's best I could do if I take that set of armor. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work of buffing out some of the wear
you
and
know what,
tear
I'll
here. I
take
mean,
it.
look, these
490.
shoulder straps gonna have to completely reset those. Easy peasy. Probably a very
so
awkward
he'll
changing
get-
session as you go
he'll
into
give
one
him
of the
the 10
dressing
platinum
rooms
and
and then
the
come
rest
back
of
out in your new armor. Wow, okay, big spenders. Got some platinum. People in this town are you're just blowing their mind with platinum pieces.
Oh, I had just regular leather.
Go ahead and because you already had. Did you already have studded leather armor on?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you get to add a +2
Yeah,
to
so
your
now
AC
I'm at an
collectively.
18.
Hey,
Hey.
that's a big jump. What?
Hey.
2.
Here I am with my 12.
What are you at, Marius?
I want to say he's like a 14 or something.
13.
A 13.
But it's a what did I get? Armor of the Shadows.
Oh yeah, that's such a sick one.
Oh, nice, nice.
But I think somewhere it said I had some sort of light armor. I was like, oh shit, so I just took it off. I don't know where it's at. So I think mage armor is when you're wearing though. But
Yeah, you can't be wearing armor to cast mage armor.
I have a 0 dex, so I'm like, oof.
All right. Any other stops or any other items we're looking for in Bryn-Shear before you guys set out on your loosely 3-day trek?
We
Is
need
a
like
spell
disguise
scrolls
stuff.
store?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Easy enough. Poking around. There's not here.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I
but
guess
poking
look for a
around.
disguise kit.
Yeah, I was about to say, poking around, able to go to a few different shops and places. You are able to find disguise kits. They're currently listed for about 20 gold apiece. You think you can maybe make do with like getting 3 or 4 and splitting some of the stuff, but If each of you have the money, 20 gold per, and you'll each have a suitable, physical, practical disguise.
Almost all I have left, so it works out.
Brett, God, you're so
Uh,
poor. I'll buy it for you, Brett.
What?
Aelity probably pipes up. Hey, look, I'll buy 2 of them. Okay, I don't need anything. I can do my thing. 40 gold pieces. It's the least I can do.
Yay!
Thanks,
Uh,
guys.
bro.
You want
For
that?
Marius, one for
I'll
Brett.
pick
Here
one
you go,
up,
guys.
or I'll pick 2 up.
That's
one
4,
for me, one for
or
Vors.
that would be 4 platinum. Yeah.
I guess Vors doesn't really need one, but yeah,
Okay.
that's right. I'll buy one for me.
I guess
Captain
Gail puts her
Professor
coin purse
Liliana
back.
might-
Yes, that's what I was going to mention. I could definitely use one.
Buying 2 of them.
So I do need to. Wait, how? What am I buying?
All the possessions
I'm
I have are
buying
basically
one
the
for
necklace and
myself.
stone you gave me.
Alright. So I will buy 2 for me and Liliana.
Easy enough, easy enough. Go ahead and add disguise kits to your inventory.
Add to the tool. What attribute is that for tools?
Probably charisma would be the default, though I could see intelligence or maybe wisdom being viable.
I don't think I cannot be proficient. I don't know how to change that. Should I just do like a negative mod to get rid of that?
Oh, I mean, you don't have to like add the whole thing to your, because if you're not proficient in it, then you wouldn't be able to like use it like that. If you just add it to your
Okay, I see.
inventory, it's no big deal.
I see.
Yeah. Any other stops we're looking to make in Brynshire? You guys, are you guys gonna hit the road?
Anybody else?
I think that's all we really need, right? We've got some rations. We got our kits. We got
Anybody
some
else
potions.
think of anything
Kellen's got new
that
armor.
they could possibly need?
Nope.
Does Liliana need a bedroll? We probably need a bedroll.
I imagine she probably got a basic kit from like Glenn or Captain Casper, like when they
Okay.
were getting you guys set up. So she probably has the basic essentials.
Okay. I think we're good then.
All right. And we would watch our party collect the last of the items they need, probably loosely plotting how they will utilize their disguise kits. As still fairly early in the morning, we would watch them set out from Brynshire. This time on foot, and you would loosely be heading the direction you guys went, last time. In order to get back to the ship, you basically followed this road, diverted into the forest at a point, but now you'll just be following the road essentially straight to Strixhaven.
On the road, Gale wants to try and do a little practice with Volo for magic. Maybe having a wand might help. As I pull out the Moonstone wand.
Fair. Vors.
Or Boars, not Volo. What?
He would take the strange, wand, probably following some of the motions with you.
Well, yeah, we'll start basic, like Ray of Frost or something.
Give him an Arcana check. Doesn't work for some time. You guys probably practice most of the first day, maybe like partway through that second day. One of you is maybe like walking, maybe unsure, maybe sort of leading down the trail. And without even thinking about it, Vors would reach out to help, offer a suggestion maybe, and a bardic inspiration would shoot from his hand over to the person he was essentially just pointing out something to help with.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
here, you can have this crystal wand back. That didn't seem to do a whole lot for me. Okay, I think I was trying to be too direct with my spell casting. Okay. As
Oh,
after
that's some progress. You got little claps.
now, Vors has a couple charges of bardic inspiration that he could use.
Hey.
Anything else for our 3-day trek for the rest of our party? As you guys would essentially just be following like a loose road most of the time. Very little walking off the beaten path, if any.
Did we have any more contact with Veldenmeyer?
I was trying to give it a couple days till we were a little closer.
Okay.
Give him time to... Because I think he was basically the day before. It's like, I'll keep an ear out. So once we hit like 2-3 days out from that, I'd reach out again.
Fair.
So at some point on the journey, I would, if we're at that point.
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing else, we'll say you guys are starting that 3rd day of travel. By the end of the day, you'll be, essentially on campus as far as you so choose. What would your reach out to Veldenmeyer look like?
Let me tell you something out real quick.
I wasn't expecting bardic inspiration. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. He's a bard?
He is a bardy boy.
I deleted it because it was on my last note. It was, unification ceremony. Okay, I'll just send it. Well, I have my message. I do an arcana.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, are you using the empowering ritual? Are you doing this solo? What's it look like?
Maybe first thing in the morning over breakfast. I'd be like, hey guys, before we set out, let's just do a quick little ritual so I can try to reach out to Veldenmeyer. Makes it a little easier on me. Then we can head out, if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough.
Gale draws up another circle. You know what to do.
Arcana with advantage?
Arcana with advantage. If everyone is sort of looking and helping, channeling their intent.
18.
An 18. What would your message be? You can feel that tether, that almost tension between your minds as your plain calling seem to be working still. Doing good.
It's Marius. We are getting close to Strixhaven. Have you heard or seen anything regarding the Auric, Chaos Magic, or Unification Ceremony?
Not in particular, but I did investigate the snarl. I can see the strange spot, this dark purple matter that seems to spread.
Yeah, 25 words is not long enough.
Just trying to think if I want to sing.
I get it. I get it.
Nice. All right, I guess I'll try and set one more.
Give me one more Arcana check with advantage, my good sir.
16. I'm getting
16.
tired.
You feel it strain a little bit, but you maintain that connection.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, I'll send one more. How bad is it getting? Has there been any talk among staff that seem worried? Have there been any disappearances?
Almost everyone on campus is worried. Though not for these reasons. The spot on the snarl is consistent. Regular enough to catch my eye. It's worrying.
Do we have 3 more days till the event? 2 more.
Loosely by this point, this is like your guys' third day of travel, so you got like 3.5-ish days. Though you know the actual unification ceremony is taking place like that morning.
Morning of.
I guess I'd ask Liliana how much do we trust Valdemir?
Professor Veldenmeyer, he's a trustworthy friend. He had loose interactions with the Gatewatch. They trusted him. They took his information quite valuably, considering the bonds he was able to break as a mortal man.
Did any of us detect magic him? I don't remember.
No.
That was after, right? We found that out after.
I think so. It was like
Yeah.
right after, basically.
I think I'll leave it at there for now.
Fair enough.
Probably pick up another day, maybe when we get closer, the next morning or something.
And as you sort of let that connection go, you almost have to catch your breath a little bit. You thankfully don't get a level of exhaustion, but you think maybe if you kept pushing it, there was a chance you could have. Let's maybe get up from the center of the circle. Liliana looking at all of you. Upon nightfall, we will reach the campus. Now, due to our positioning, we can enter from almost anywhere we so choose. The closest entry point that would maybe be the safest would, well, it would likely come from the Lorehold campus. Partway through our day, we divert off the road. I think if we keep a true enough path, I think we can hit the mountain range. likely crest the other side and be looking over Lorehold campus by night. But we can take a little bit longer, go around to the Quandrix campus, or go around further south and go to the Witherbloom campus. The option is, of course, ours as a group. I just didn't know if anyone had any particular preference on where we make our entry point.
Well, I will say that, like, Lorehold is one of my old stomping grounds, you know? Like, used to do a few jogs out here. So I know it, like, pretty well, especially the more, like, remote areas where, like, everyone else is too lazy to go.
That's because there's nothing over there, Brett.
Yeah, it's, like, perfect.
It's not that they're lazy.
Well, I mean, they just, like, don't want to do a 30-minute climb.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Right. Excellent. Okay. I think this is a good plan. Marius, Kellen, if you would do the honors. You two have been our faithful leaders on the trek so far whenever we've gone off the road.
Survival? With advantage?
Survival or nature check as you guys set out. Again, you follow the road for like part of the day,
Giving me
but then
advantage,
about
Marius.
halfway through, it's all off-road heading to these mountains.
Ooh, 10.
Yeah.
Hey, it's mid. It's mid, okay?
You fucked us, Kellen. You fucking fucked us.
The immediate turn.
You guys walk right onto the campus of Strixhaven.
Ah!
After hours on foot traveling, not even on road for this last portion, all on the hard, rocky, almost desert-like surface of the particular terrain you guys are beginning to cross over to, it would probably be very late in the day. You would actually begin heading up and around through these very tight mountain passes, these just chiseled cliff edges that you almost have to skirt along at times just to get through the dangerous mountains. Maybe get hung up once or twice when we have to backtrack and maybe go down and up and around certain dangerous corridors. But as night would fully set in, as you're all walking through with these large mountains just all around you, all encompassing, each one of you can probably feel that. You all pass through a magical barrier, a familiar feeling. All of you now noting that, by magical means and probably legal means, you are on the campus. Another hour or so begins to trickle on, the sun beginning to fully set, the night sky beginning to overtake the skyline. And as the moon comes out in its full position, sort of lighting up the area around all of you, you probably begin to crest a small edge of a mountain. As you all begin to move around this edge, you can all look out. You see the massive gash where in the interior, along the walls, you could see the buildings. You see this massive bridge that jettisons from a distant central campus that reaches all the way out into the heart here of the Lorehold campus. As now that night has fallen on this third day, knowing you all have 2 more full days ahead of you until the unification ceremony. Welcome back to Strixhaven.
It's been so long since we've seen these maps! Ah!
I think that's where we'll end our session for today. We'll call it a little early. Call it a little early.
I knew something like this was gonna happen. Unification ceremony. What?
I hate it. I hate it.
Let's just murder Dean Tullis, right? That would solve everything.
He's level 20.
And doesn't matter if we all have a surprise round.
One of us just needs to learn Disintegrate, and it should go smoothly, right? What level spell is that?
Legendary.
Legendary
I'm
resistance.
stressed. Oh no!
Oh no,
I've
she's
been sorted
gonna
by
have
so many
some.
legendary resistances.
No.
I say let's do
Stop.
a level up. Let's go ahead. Let's level up to level 10.
Oh,
Let's level up to level 10.
bruh.
Oh,
Brr, 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 brr.
that's scary.
Basically,
I don't feel better.
it's basically in my head, anyways. I guess it would either be this session or next session, but let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way.
Oh man.
I think I already know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna double check things, make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
I'll let you guys know as players, we are beginning to reach the end game.
I had a feeling, but
I didn't
But
want
we're only 30 years and we didn't even really get to do our third year or finish the second one.
to.
which is really funny.
This session was the biggest question mark to me because it was so much me just handing off info to you guys and letting you decide what becomes of that info.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did not know how it was gonna go, quite honestly.
I still need 2 more levels for ability score. I'm gonna be 60 charisma forever. Okay, so the only thing I haven't decided is what new spell to go.
100 and God, I don't even know. I'd have to add in so many more days since you guys were last on campus because there's just not. Just from leaving Arcavios when you guys were just in Port Star Sail to now was like 182 days or something like that.
Crazy.
It's not including your months of traveling away from campus or like the time you spent just in Port Star Sail alone.
Oh, I'm at 63 health.
You guys may be damn close to like a full year in game time since you stepped foot on Strixhaven.
That's crazy.
We're back, bitches. We'll get black trench coats, sunglasses, and looks
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
excuse me.
low key shit.
We look like Matrix fans.
I was thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, nothing from that. Okay, so I
applies
just
as
need
well.
to add mending. It's a distance spell and then some other new spell.
Oh, I get what does tough give me? Let's see.
Oh yeah, you get like an extra 2 hit points or something like that.
2 hit points, yeah. Alright, nice.
Plus
Brings me up to a
13.
nice even number.
It's crazy.
Oh, nice. I forgot about when I do if I can make a touch spell 30-foot range with distance spell. So I can sort of long distance fly people or invisibility.
Oh,
Ayy.
yeah, that's a good point.
I knew there was another reason I wanted this. Get rid of that. Move you up.
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to be able to pick a spell just yet, but I am going to get everything else done.
We'll have one more session of Strixhaven until we play in person.
Ah!
Oh my god, it's gonna be like the most crazy shit too.
It'll be bonkers.
Oh my god.
What are lodestones?
Lodestones.
Apparently, you
like-
need those for mending.
I mean, does it have a monetary cost next to it?
It does not.
Yeah, it's just like a flavor material.
Yeah, but what is a lodestone?
I don't know.
They do sharpen weapons. LOD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I know what that is.
Maybe. Let's see. A
Lodestones
lodestone is like a
naturally
natural magnet.
Piece of they're naturally first discovered. Yeah, they're magnetic rocks, is what they are, my lord.
Oh, okay.
Throw a magnet at him.
Did you try using your magnets?
What does a poisoner's kit
really
go off
hit.
of?
Ooh, it's this spell.
Poisoner's kit. I think
I
poisoner's
guess would be like intelligence or wisdom.
probably. Sounds fair to me. Let's see. Yeah, wisdom or intelligence makes sense.
Holy shit. My bardic inspiration is D10 now.
Let's go. That's huge.
Yeah.
One D8 plus. Ow. 6 plus my Constitution mod.
I really want to get teleportation circle, but I don't know. Gale doesn't really know any teleportation circles to go to besides maybe like home.
Yeah, so I was about to say, you may know that one to get back to that like Air Genasi city you're from.
Yeah, even then it would just be like, I imagine it would just be like a basic one for the city. It's not like her
Mhm.
parents have one at home.
Yeah. Maybe you know the one that like your dad uses for work all the time.
Oh,
Since
yeah.
he's an ambassador.
But then also, like, I only have one level 2 spell, and it's invisibility.
So clutch though.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more thinking and ruminating on spells.
I have a question.
What'd it do?
This magical secrets thing, it says I can choose 2 spells to add to my list from any class, and it just can't exceed like my current spell slot level.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says or cantrips. So can both of the spells I choose be cantrips, or
Yeah, sure.
okay?
Don't see why not. Let's see. Yeah, so that's totally cool. I see how the wording is weird.
Well,
Mhm.
that's nifty though. So you can just pull 2 spells from anything.
Yeah, but I don't have more spells known, so
Oh, I see. You don't just get 2 additional spells. It counts. I see. Okay.
yeah. But I do get more spells because of like the level up. So let me see.
Fuck, man.
That's cool though.
I now have
I may need help with something.
14
What's up, Chansey?
This assassinate feat.
What's Gucci?
You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in
Ooh.
combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So I'll need to set up new damage tables.
That's okay. No, it should be fine. I mean, we would just have you roll the damage manually, probably, and we just double the dice. Or you could roll it twice, and then we could subtract the damage modifiers from it. It should be Gucci. I mean, if you want to set them up, you can, but I just don't know if they get a whole lot of practical use.
What was air bubble?
Oh, I'm gonna go grab a bevy real quick. Oh.
Oh. I can make a little air bubble for people to breathe. If I take air bubble as a spell. That's fun.
Yeah.
I can already swim my way in.
We could swim our way in if he has bubble. We'll never see it coming. No. Not out of us are deformed with gills.
I'm not the best swimmer, but I can hold my breath in.
You can doggy paddle 30 feet underwater. Get at me.
That's exactly what I was imagining. It's like walking, but you're like moving the water, like you're moving through vines. You're like making a face the whole time.
We are not built the same.
God, having access to literally every single spell to choose from between cantrip up to level 5. This is gonna take me a long time.
Got this.
The struggle gets really real. That's why there's some that are like, pick 2 spells from this class, and I'm like, never mind, it's too much looking.
Yeah, I get that.
I no longer want
I
the
did a lot of that
Way to
with
be back.
Fawn. You want to meet your god? I have summoned Celestial on here.
Why that sounds so threatening.
Oh, each creature of your choice in that area. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh wait.
Mm.
What? That's so fucking cool. This is a 5th level spell called Steel Wind Strike. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's an action, range of 30 feet. You flourish the weapon used in the casting and then vanish to strike like the wind. Choose up to 5 targets you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On hit, the target takes 6d10 force damage. You can then teleport to an unoccupied space you see within 5 feet of one of the targets you hit or miss.
So it's just the ninja, like, Pwacha!
Yeah, it's like shoo, 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 and then you're standing next to them. And then they're all like,
Bro.
ah!
That's pretty sick.
That's so fucking cool. Ugh, it's gonna take me so long to look through all these spells.
We got some time, because we're doing Legends of Sonya next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 13th. The 13th will be our last Strixhaven game before the trip.
As a player, I can't help but want to have, like, I don't know where it is on the spell list, but have, like, that Circle of Truth spell.
Oh, Zone of Truth.
Yeah, and try to, like, use that during the speech with Polis.
I want to say that's a bard spell, but I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure, but with this level up, I have access to every spell through 5, so.
Mm-hmm.
Could also be like a cleric spell.
I feel like it's a cleric spell. Feels right.
Down. Hmm.
Oh, something else super fucking cool. I don't think I mentioned to you guys. But so the guy who created In the House of the Inventor, his name is Lewis Humanoid.
Lewis
And-
Humanoid?
Uh-huh. And he posted like on YouTube, and it was like one of the community posts, and he was like, "Hey, if you want to use my music for any of your projects or anything like that, feel free to do it. Like, it's not copywritten." And
Bruh.
I was like, "Holy shit!"
You don't know
gonna-
how much this means to us.
I'm gonna plunder your music, man. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah,
So
that's
now-
sick.
Like sessions like 4 and on with Beyond Dungeons, I only want to use his music, like exclusively
Hell yeah.
his music.
He's basically a party member, like honorarily.
I literally like commented on the post. I was like, "This is amazing. My group associates our D&D game like with In the House of the Inventor. It's like a meme between us all. How it just is like the hype music for our D&D game."
That's
So
awesome.
good.
Hell yeah! Wow, that's awesome.
I'm so excited.
How have I never noticed his last name was Humanoid? I mean, I'm sure that's probably like
thank
an
you,
artist name
Xavier.
or something.
Mhm.
Should probably send him off.
What?
Yeah, I'm really gonna
Craig.
have to think on this spell. I have no idea which one to add.
Dude, apparently I forgot to add another spell for my last level. I'm supposed to have one more.
You'll have a mega level up this time, then, Bryce. 3
Yeah.
new spells.
A new cantrip and 2 new spells. And 2 of any of those 3 things can be from anything.
Oh yeah, is this level 10 bard?
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I remember I hit that thing too, and it's like, I need to. I left it. Good luck.
I know, there's so much here.
Especially because it's any level, and it's like, oof.
Yeah. Zone of Truth is level 2, by the way. Let's see. Bard, Cleric, Paladin, and one of the subclasses of Ranger.
Just remember with Zone of Truth, I think they know they're under the effect, so they can choose not to speak.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
sounds right.
I mean, that seems to be what it's saying. But that's crazy because I thought I remembered a time where we were in a place and we didn't realize until afterwards that there was a Zone of Truth active, and we had just so happened to not choose to lie that time. But that could have been a special, like, enchanted area or whatever. But
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was Dragon Seekers, and it was essentially this like sun room that had the enchantment on it.
Right.
And so you guys never learned it, but if you did lie, like the runes that you guys kind of saw around the top of the room would have just like glowed red basically when a lie is told.
Liar, liar. Well, yeah, I guess that's the difference. Is that more detects a lie, whereas Zone of Truth, you cannot lie.
I guess that's true, yeah.
I really like this Galder's speedy courier.
Oh, it's so cool, dude. So many of the like Goldir spells are just so fucking cool, dude.
A little
There's-
air elemental that pops up with a chest, and whatever you put in it, it'll take to any living creature that you've met.
What?
Mhm.
So all you have to name them. Name any living creature you have met and seen at least once before, or any creature for which you possess a body, part, lock of hair, clipping nail, etc. As soon as the lid closes, it disappears and reappears adjacent to the target creature.
That's crazy.
So cool.
But if the creature is on another plane or proofed against magical detection or location, the contents of the chest reappear on the ground at your feet.
Oh, so you can't use it between planes. Interesting.
But still, that's wild.
Well, it also
Sounds-
sounds like you guys couldn't send stuff to each other.
That's right, because we're undetected. We're so off the grid, we don't even get mail. Man, alright.
So unfortunately not as useful for us since we branded ourselves.
Hey, it will dispel magic. We'll clear that right up.
Never.
No, we're not until this Auric shit's done with.
I'm just gonna keep it. Dimension door it is.
Oh, it's a classic.
It's a great one.
There's a chance I may go far step,
Mm.
but also like, do I really need another level 5 spell right now?
Yes. Always yes.
But yeah, that could be good for keeping me away from baddies.
If you wanna come and get it. No.
I know.
Yeah.
I also think it would be cool, like
Elizabeth.
visually, she just like fades into air and then reappears.
That's cool. Almost like a wind
So
swept
how
her
does it
away,
feel
and then
to know
whoop,
that
she's
you
like
Yeah,
swept.
yeah.
Crud
That's cool.
and your other best friends to their inevitable demise, bringing them to Strixhaven.
It's not inevitable. They could be cowards and run away.
Yeah, you don't know.
Go on,
Yeah, I was
now,
gonna tell him to
get-
leave. You guys can go. I can't QCO watch it anymore.
We have a dragonfly ship, loosely 3 days away. There's only 2 people on board. The 4 of you can overpower them. I need you to get the ship. I need you to bring it to Strixhaven.
Once I kill Quint, you can send down the ladder.
You
That
can
should
pick up me,
appease the snarl
maybe
and-
Kellen.
If Kellen's down for the plan.
Yeah. Then we can go kill Koski and then just like figure out what happened to your brother.
Still wants to kill Koski. I will never remove his name from my book until he's dead.
Hey buddy, where you at?
For no particular reason.
Oh man, next sessions there are gonna be so many fun things. Next session, you're gonna try to heal the snarl. We get Brett and Quint's reunion.
I
Get
should send
hopefully
some of
no
you guys
death.
kits
It's gonna be a
before
great
level.
session.
Woo!
Hopefully. Oh,
Hey,
convenient.
there you go.
Hopefully it's a lot of espionage and sabotage. Would it be espionage?
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, you guys are covert, trying to keep your
We're
identities
trying to get
concealed.
information.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is so many spells. I'm already tired. Cantrips alone is like 30 things.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
I think it's more than 30. Whew. Encode thoughts. I can't help but feel like Brett's thoughts are already in code.
They're already hard to decipher.
Oof. Reminds me of TikTok. Let me pull that up.
What a good session.
Good, man. Y'all did so good. This was such a nerve-wracking session to prep because I just didn't know how things were going to go. So it was one of those where it's like, oh, I could prep this session forever.
Yeah. I can imagine that.